Hey, DJ, Ed Hassick. Okay, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Hey, Laura, how you doing? Hey, Brenda, how's it going? Here comes Dominic, right on cue.
Yep,
Hey, Dominic, what's going on?
not much yourself. How you feeling?
I'm feeling a little bit better today. Not as queasy as what I was, but I've been keeping myself probably overdoing a little bit. I went out and mowed the lawns, my house and the schoolyard, and you know, when
Mhm.
you're riding around that zero turn, it hits every little nook and cranny.
Mhm.
But I survived and came back home, and right, Mia? Mia didn't like me being gone out there, but
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Hello to everybody in the chat. Oh wow, I was gonna mention that, Laura. You can't just eat one Tim Tam. Once you have one, you're gonna end up finishing the whole packet in record time. Just the way it goes. You can't eat just one of them. Hello, Edward, Brenda, Sunstar, Warren, Akira Show, Edward, TJ.
keep an eye on it. Mia wants something. What do you want?
Yeah, okay. So, no worries then. Okay. So I think I've said hello to everybody. If not, hello. Just got back from a doctor's appointment. He said I'm not dead yet. Oh, that's good to hear. Here's TJ.
Dominic, I think I
Good
said a lot of
evening.
it. Was
Not much. Yourself? I woke up about half an hour ago, so
yeah, I got up about I don't know 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, and had
oh.
coffee and ate a little breakfast, and then just
Mm-hmm.
went and did.
DJ!
Oh, what's happening?
Yay.
You doing okay?
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah. How did everything go earlier this morning or yesterday or whatever when you went to the hospital? Like
They
what
they
made you
they
go?
they checked everything. They gave me another MRI and all kinds of blood work and piss in a cup. You know that whole routine.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I know
Warren,
the
what's
feeling.
happening?
I know that feeling all too well.
And they gave me a stack
Yeah.
of papers. Says, "Okay, you can go home. Just check in with your doctor."
Yeah, yeah, I've got
What?
that same paperwork.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
TJ.
What's
What's
up?
happening? Mark, what's
Oh,
up?
Dominic.
Are you still working on your paperwork,
Mark,
Joe?
No, I went flying.
Oh, you did you? Good for you.
I'm gonna work on the pictures
Did,
later.
did you and Johnny go flying or just by yourself?
Just me.
Oh, just you?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the video. Hold on. You're
All
gonna like it.
right.
I gotta sync this flight record.
Well, that's a good thing, Warren. That's a good thing.
Good start to the day.
So I'm still having to take care of my neighbor's dog. I think
Uh-huh.
they come back on Monday, I think. And my wife asked me something or whatever, and like I took him out for a walk or something. She asked me something. She said, and the dog's name is Master, and she goes, did Master go with you? And I was like, and I said, what about a barbecue? That's funny.
Well, what you do is you get dog treats so you can give Master, you can bait him. Master
Yeah,
bait.
well, he doesn't.
Here, Master.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. Oh no, like he doesn't. They don't give him treats for some reason. Like he's got dog food and stuff, but I don't see any treats around. Like when he goes to the bathroom, like when I go to take him for a walk, like I took him out when we got home from grocery shopping. He just peed outside all over the place. But I think like either this morning or yesterday morning, I went over there and like he likes to poop in the corner of in the house, in the certain corner of the house for some weird reason. So I went over there and there was poop in the house. I was like, damn it. I don't know why he poops in the house sometimes.
Well, it's usually an attention getter.
Yeah, probably.
Because Joe will tell you he's got a dog that if that dog isn't think he's getting the right attention or the right treats or whatever, he goes in the other room and poops, doesn't he, Joe?
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. And I think they like when their humans leave for a length of period of time, they get depressed because like there's been like a couple of days when I would go over there to try to take him out and he doesn't want to go out, and then I try to put him like outside so he could run along outside there, and I could just keep an eye on him so I don't have to walk him, and he doesn't want to go outside sometimes. I'm like, man, come on, you have to go out, I'm sure.
But TJ, where's your Facebook? What happened?
It's
I got it.
there.
I
Oh, you got
found
it. Okay. It took you a while.
I was looking for it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you got to listen to the music, so don't play it too loud.
All right, hold on. It says video unavailable.
Oh, it better be available.
Oh, there it is. Hold on.
It's posted, so it should come up.
DJ, East Coast wants to know why you just don't bring the dog home with you.
He's listening to the music.
It's all
Where
about
is
the music,
chat?
right, Dominic?
Yeah, it's all about the music on this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, ma'am, down at the Black River, hour 45.
Yeah, I went out to the Fairview Park.
That's
had the
pretty
music
cool.
on my phone and played the music while I did it.
That's what's his name? The guy that did Uncle Ray's music for him.
Well, I did it. He didn't do it.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, I did it with Suno AI.
Oh, that's cool. I thought it was that guy Jeremy.
No, Joe's middle name isn't Jeremy.
I'm not German. Close. But what I did was I took it, put it on my phone, and as I took off, I played the music and then tried to do everything for the music.
Okay.
I came pretty close.
Practice
Yeah,
makes
that's pretty-
perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I thought it was that guy Jeremy that sent you that. Oh, because my neighbor's dog is just like literally right across the hall from me, so I could just walk over there and check on him.
Mm, oh, that's good.
Yeah. Leave the TV on. No, he's they have a garage, but
Garage.
he just stays in the garage, and I just put food and water
Garage.
in there for him. Yeah.
Well, I understand why he'd be depressed if he's just in the garage staying.
Garage.
Well, when his owners are home, like he's like when I come home from work, he'll be outside and he'll just run up and jump on me. But then when they leave for a certain amount of time,
Yeah, but you
like,
know whose fault that is? That's theirs. They haven't trained the dog or given the dog the proper attention.
Hmm.
Yeah. But they when they go out of town, they're like, "Hey, we're going out of town. Can you take care of Master for us?" And I'll say yes or no. So I go over there and walk him and feed him and make sure he's got water and all that stuff. So
Yep, I will, Mark.
Yeah, I had to get out and fly today because I listened to you, Paul, and I got myself mad. Paul told me buy that NAS system this morning, and I bought it.
Mhm.
And after I bought it, I said I shouldn't have listened to Paul. I left.
Well, Joe, it goes two ways. I listen to you and I buy things that I probably shouldn't. And
Well,
Yeah,
put it like
that's
this. It's
equal,
not
man.
that I shouldn't. I needed it. I just didn't want to spend it.
But if you needed it, then what's the case?
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I
It's just
had
a
an
point.
unexpected bill today. I went down to
Hey,
fly a
Tim.
ship and my
Tim?
smartphone from Boost Mobile all of a sudden stopped working.
Wow.
So I didn't do the second ship, just did the first ship and drove to Boost Mobile. Went in there and they says, "Oh, you haven't paid your bill in 4 months." And I said, "What?" I said, "It's supposed to be auto pay." Well, it's not. So I ended up having to pay them $175.
Oh, no.
But so your phone wasn't working?
Yeah,
Oh, huh.
because I use on the smartphone, I use different apps for different things like marine traffic to find out where the
Yeah.
ships are, where they're going, and
Yeah.
nope.
Mark seems not be able to get on because of Zoom, so
Who bought?
it just says he just won't open for him.
Wow.
I can get the link out here. Open for the link. The awkward side's not opening. Yeah.
I blame it on the Brits.
Yeah.
Is the link that I put in the channel, is that
Well, I got through with the same link, so
okay?
Yeah.
maybe it's
Yeah.
phone. Or, I don't know. Have they updated again, or always seems to happen after an update is when people have trouble with the link.
Not quite yet. Not quite yet there, Dusty. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
It's Friday here.
Oh, over on
What?
your side, yes.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already into Friday.
And my week's all screwed up. After shooting those couple of days, I don't know. I had to think about what day it was.
Do you got any
Yeah.
more shoots coming up?
I don't have anything till August 9th.
Okay.
That's good.
Now I'm catching up with everything and collecting money. That's even better.
Enjoy your day, Tim.
Yeah, I got orders. I got another order. Now they're buying them online, which is good and bad. Now it's going to cost me fees. Oh, shoot. When they're $50, $60, they're good. Okay.
No, that's
People
all
are idiots. I have on there, if you are purchasing it online, please under shipping, put Mandeville High School. You will not be charged shipping. So now I got to refund the shipping and it's going to cost me 30 cents more. I'm going to start telling them, I'll ship directly to you now, you know?
Hey, Tim Jackson, sorry I didn't miss you, but thanks for popping in and saying hello.
Don't work too hard out there, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this would be Saturday for Tim, wouldn't it?
No, Friday.
Friday.
20 a quarter past 7 Friday morning AM.
Okay. So Tim's not working. What?
Maybe he's going in later. I don't know.
Or maybe he's got a hot babe there.
I think we'd be all interested in that.
Which meetup is Dusty talking about? The Florida one or the
Las Vegas one, or
is it the one in Texas?
could be the one in Texas. Whatever's closer, probably.
Well, the
Yeah, I
Florida
don't know.
meetup's coming up pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in April, so yeah, just around the
Yeah.
corner. Oh, he's at work. Okay, that's good. Good to see you checked in.
Okay. All right, Tim.
Yeah, he must have just pulled in, listening as he was driving to work.
But he's still Friday, right?
Yep,
Eh,
Friday morning.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the
As
one I
the-
thought you were talking about, Dusty, but I just wasn't quite sure.
Friday
I know
morning.
that the one in Texas, what is it? The Texas meetup too? The one that's at Minefield? I think that the Minefield one's coming up soon too, isn't it?
Minefield's in Tennessee, and it's next month.
Okay, yeah.
About this time next month.
He's so-called working.
And our days are getting longer.
Yep.
Yours are getting
Is it
shorter.
getting a little warmer for you, Dominic?
Slightly. We got to the mid-60s.
Wow.
There you go.
Yes. High fives all around there, I tell you.
I'm getting a whole different assortment of pictures this year.
Oh,
This parent ordered the B package and the trading cards.
mm,
The trading cards, I make like $14 on them.
nice.
Yeah, it's
So
a
you got
good profit.
you got trading cards made up?
Yeah, I make them up for the kids too. For
Oh,
football.
that's cool.
The kid, ready for this? He's a freshman. Okay,
Yes,
Ninth
that's
grade.
correct, Mark.
9th grade. He's an offensive lineman. I mean, a defensive lineman. 6'1", 237. Big boy.
No, only 100 degrees. Yeah, that's all right. That's nothing.
The last kid I saw at Mandeville High School that was 6'1", 230, and as a freshman, ended 6'8", 382.
Yes.
And he's playing. He's
All right,
getting ready to go to
Jody.
the pros.
Yeah, there's always that one kid in school that does well and then ends up doing well when they get into the big leagues.
Yep.
Same here.
And this is gonna be a big boy. I saw him when I took his picture. I said, "You're a big one." Yeah, I knew it.
Okay, well, I'll be back. I have
Okay.
something to do.
See, now I got a refund $9.99, and it cost me about 30 cents more in fees. People. I'm gonna have to go back and put in the very beginning. If you order online, please do this.
Oh,
Yeah, that could be. Your cards might be worth something one day, Joe.
It depends on the player.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that they're probably going to be good. They got one of them is good enough to get in the pros, and if he keeps going, I've got his trading cards from high school. I got his high school pictures. That's the best part.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, it's raining. Rain is a good thing.
so TJ, where are you taking that wife on date night this week?
Well, we went grocery shopping and we're having sloppy joes for dinner because I haven't had sloppy joes in such a long time.
I thought you were saying you went grocery shopping for date night.
Yeah, we kind of did that.
I was say, turn around, let me slap you.
And I got some of that. We got a half a watermelon in the fridge. I want to cut it up, and we went and got some of that tahini sauce, and I want to cut it up and put some of that on there.
The hardest part of picture day is keeping track of the orders.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you got to keep track of the orders as they down. All the ones they gave me envelopes for, I put on the spreadsheet that night, but I keep getting them in. They keep ordering them, so I got to keep adding them to the list. That's done. And it's easier to keep track of them right as they come in and try to catch up with them. Believe me, I've learned that.
I guess Boost Mobile is now known as Buzz Wireless.
Buzz Wireless. So
Buzz Lightyear.
That's it.
man, we went grocery shopping and I noticed all of their self checkouts were closed down, and I turn around to these a couple of old ladies were standing behind us. I asked them why their self checkout was closed, and they said because everybody was stealing. I was like, whoa, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You said they were losing money or whatever.
Well, I went in there last night, about 9 o'clock. And I had to get some dog food and I got up to the front and I said, come, I need you. She says, what? I said, you gotta take 10% off. She goes, you get the coupon? I said, no, I'm checking myself out. I said, so I want 10% off.
Oh, in the self checkout?
Yeah. I said, there's no reason I should be coming in here at 8:30 at night and y'all don't have a cashier.
Yeah, that is pretty stupid. So y'all self checkout at Walmart was closed down too?
Yeah, they close them down about an hour before they close. No, they
Oh.
close the regular checkouts. I'll leave it the self checkout. But yet they got 3 people at self checkout watching people. So I have 2 of them checking out people.
Oh gosh.
Kind of management problem.
What do you mean, Dusty? What country am I in? Or county. County. I'm in what county would Riviera Beach be? What county are we in? Oh, Palm Beach County. I kind of figured that, but wasn't quite sure. So Joe, you coming to the South Florida Joe meetup this year?
Maybe.
Maybe. Here comes
Johnny
Jody.
said he's gonna come over here and tie me up and put me in the back of his truck.
Whatever works.
What you know, Jody?
Okay, my chat ain't working right.
Maybe Dusty, maybe. I guess I don't know. I think more of the rich end is probably like in West Palm, I think. Or down in Pompano or something. I think more of the rich end is probably like oh, someone's got YouTube going. Are you seeking a romantic relationship with me? Or down in Pompano or something.
Why would I be getting?
Drone shot.
I think it's you, Jody, that's got you got YouTube going.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
What? What? I'm gonna print me a big ear. Man, my
Oh,
big
yeah.
ear. What?
What? Huh? What?
Be like Pee Wee Herman, you had a big ear.
Oh yeah. Huh?
So Joe, what kind of budget are you looking at for a NAS?
Well, let me show you. I'm gonna tell you what I bought. Let me go get it
Oh,
because I did some research after I got off because I was watching a couple of the channels that were doing research on them. Hold on.
you should have waited and talked to me.
Well, yeah, I was going to, but I think this might work. Let me get it. I just did screenshots of it so I could pull them up. I got come on, screenshot. I got the 4-bay QNAP TS 435 453E. The
You got a
QNAP.
picture of it?
Yeah, I can bring it up.
Yeah, bring it up. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you should have probably went with an 8-bay.
Well, I was thinking about the 8-bay, but I might be all right with this. Because I don't know if I'm gonna have many more years I'm gonna do the pictures.
Because that's what I was thinking. You're a photographer, man.
That's a 4-bay, right?
Yeah, that's the 4-bay, what I bought. And then to go in there, I got the Seawolf the Seagate Iron Wolf Pro 8 terabytes. So I'll have 1632.
So is that a charger of some kind?
No,
it's-
that's
you-
it's
you
a
put- you
backup
put-
for
you
the
put a
computer.
desk hard drive in there.
Yeah, they got
Oh.
more
Which one?
pictures of it.
You got
Uh,
more pictures, better.
That's the only one I got. Let me get off of it and I'll go pull it up. Hold on. Yeah, because when I went on B&H, and like I said, had a guy doing a comparison of all of these, and when he got to this one, he said this is the step underneath the top Pro model, or like the beginning Office Pro model type. And what sold me on this one and not the other one was it didn't have the steel frame. And he was talking about how the sound's different.
There it is.
That's
Oh, okay. All
Okay,
right.
now show us pictures. Let me see the back of that one.
Step through the pictures.
Oh, I can see
Right
it.
there.
I'm looking at it.
yeah.
Are them 2.5 gig RJ45 plugs? Are they only 2.5 or are they 5 gigabyte per second?
I don't know. I don't remember
That's
which
where
one, the
you-
top
that's-
ones.
This is where you messed up at right here. You have no expansion slots, okay? Where with the TVS, you can get the 472, which is a 4-bay. You get the 672, which is a 6-bay, or you get the 872. Has 2 expansion slots in the backs of them.
Right.
You can add a good thing for doing any kind of video editing, any type of heavy graphics, anything like that. You can add a graphics card to it. You
Right.
won't be able to add a graphics card to this. You're just stuck with the built-in HDMI.
Well, it depends on if
And-
I'm editing out of this.
And
You know?
the ones I said to you has a 10 gigabyte Ethernet port, which you can plug into your router, into your 10
Right.
gigabyte port on your router or on your cable modem. I can't tell exactly what USBs you got.
Hold on. Let's see if they got the specifications.
But if you would have went with the 672, you would have also got 2 Thunderbolt ports, which you
That's
could
the
use-
specs right there.
which let me grab my glasses, where you could basically run a Lightning, or if you got a Mac, you run a Lightning to the USB or to the Thunderbolt ports. You can transfer stuff at 40 gigabytes per second. Where with what USBs you got here, you're only gonna get about 10 gigabytes a second. And where the faster USBs come in, okay, it says it's got yeah, so you got two only 2.5 gigabytes.
Right.
You got the two USB 2.0s, which are really kind of junk. You got the 3.1, 3.2 Gen 2 USBs. Those are decent. Those are decent. You'll get probably 20. You might get 20 gigabytes a second. I guess I don't know for sure what else you're using for computer. You got Mac or laptop or whatever. You got two HDMIs. That's kind of decent. I mean, if you think that'll work for you, that works. But
Yeah, I think that
you'll see. You're gonna see what. Man, I wish you could change it. I really do.
What's the model numbers you were talking about?
I got the TVS 672 XT. There's three of
Okay.
them. There's a 4-bay, a 6-bay, and an 8-bay.
Okay.
Because what you're gonna find out is, does it say what operating system it came with? And it got QTS, or does it got QTS Hero?
QTS.
You probably right after you get it, what processor does it say?
Yeah, it's set it up on the top, I thought. Celeron. Quad core 2 to 2.6.
Boy, I wish you could change it.
I'll go look at the other one because I probably still could.
You'd have been with the Celeron sucks. I'm gonna flat tell you, Celeron sucks.
What kind of money is it what you're telling
If
them
you
to
could have
buy?
got the i5, you could have got it. You can get those other ones with like an i5, i7. The Celerons are going to be hard to upgrade the processor if you want to down the road. See, I got an i5,
Right.
but I put an i7 in it.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah.
you know the reality of all of that? You know
What?
you know how much data you're actually going to be able to put through?
How much?
Only as much as the drives can do. The 10 gig is way beyond what SATA drives can transfer, even with 4 drives.
That, and if you're
I'm not saying all that stuff is not nice, but
Right.
it's still only going to push what the slowest thing in the system pushes.
Right.
So
Well, he uses it mostly not necessarily for computing or doing things, mostly
Basically
just for
storage.
storage.
yeah.
well,
And
with
storage,
with like a 8-bay or a 6-bay, I mean, you can still do it with that, but you're going to kill unless you're buying 20 terabyte drives to stick in it, you're going to kill it because you could have a hot swappable backup to where it will tell you when the drive's failing, and you can instantly just pull that drive out and put another drive back in to replace it, and then it's going to back up all your data to it again.
Right.
What you'll
yeah,
realize
and you
is
should be able to do that with the 4.
you go to put an 8, you go to put, say, like, let's just say an 8 terabyte drive in it. The way Linux reads drive space is different than what Windows is. You'll see, like, if you put a 6 terabyte drive in there, you'll see you're only going to get about 5.5 terabyte because the way they calculate their bytes different than.
Yeah, that's true on all the OSs, and you have to remember the file system that they're using, which is probably FAT32.
Right.
Or yeah. exFAT32. Which is actually Microsoft's. So
Hey,
Linux
Donald.
is paying Microsoft to use that file system. So is Google, by the way.
Donald,
Hey,
What's up,
guys.
Don?
I don't, Rod.
We make
Joe.
more money. We make
Money-
more
oh,
money on
Brand-
royalties from that file system driver that's on Google than we do from.
Mark, you finally made it in, huh?
yeah,
Yep,
And
Yeah.
Justin's here too.
Yep.
Hey,
And-
Justin.
I ended up having to turn my phone off completely and start it back up again. Because it did a pile of updates this afternoon and it must have screwed something up.
There, I put the model number in the chat there for you, Joe.
Yeah, I got it written down.
What
Yeah,
kind
well,
of money is that one?
Oh, about 1,000 more, but it doesn't, it's saying it's out of stock.
You can get it at B&H Photo. You can get it probably on Amazon.
And that's where I was looking, B&H.
Look on Newegg too.
Synology 5 bay is normally about $600.
See, that was my question, Synology.
Mm-hmm.
But they're
They're
saying.
they're
that
the
if you-
leader.
if you-
They're the leader.
But they
They
say
have
if you
been.
use
They run
anything
full
other than their
speed, man,
drives, they
I'm
won't support it.
If you do what, Joe?
If you use anything other than their drives, they won't support it.
I don't know that that's true. If you go look on Amazon across all their crap, everybody's pretty much sticking the Western Digital Reds in those things.
I use Red Pros. I use the Western Digital Red Pros.
Mm.
Matter of fact, I got one right here on my desk that I'm, oh, this is the 4 terabyte. The 8's over there. The 8 terabyte has a stuck head, and I'm getting ready to tear her down and fix the head on it. But that's what I use all Red Pros. The other one was a friend of mine's. It was and I'll tell you a little secret. If you got to do a little research on this, how I got my Red, you can buy like my books, okay. A lot of times and I don't know why, but they go on sale. You can shuck the drives out of the my books, and you might save $50 a drive by buying a my book and just tearing the case off it. We call it shucking, but you just take the case off it and pull the drive out, and there's your drive. And you can save like $50, maybe even more per drive by doing it that way. And that's what I got. My buddy had a my book, and what he did, and it just has the Western Digital Red in there. It didn't have it ain't got the Pro in there or the Plus. But they have a tendency to get knocked over. And when they get knocked over, you'll get a head to stick. And then you gotta do
Andrew.
surgery.
Andrew, what's up?
Anyways, Joe, one thing to think about
Okay.
on bays and what you're going to do and what you want for the number of bays is, one, what RAID type are you going to use? For the most storage, RAID 5 is what you want to use. So at a minimum, you need 3 drives.
Mhm.
And whether you want to have a spare drive in the drive bay.
And
Always
the other,
keep a spare in the drive bays for parity, just in case
And-
something goes crap.
and the other thing is, how much do you have to back up onto it?
So if you're using RAID 5, you know what the reality of it is? I wouldn't put the spare drive in the NAS anyways. I just keep it outside stored somewhere. Because with RAID 5, if one drive goes down, you pull the bad one out, you stick the new one in, it rebuilds, and you're good.
Right.
You're only in trouble if you lose 2 drives, and the odds of that are infinitesimal. So
Yeah, but
give them
I'm
all
gonna
in
tell
and
you,
stick the spare.
Well, I was
you're
thinking
looking at the guy right here that lost 2
he does
drives.
pictures and
It
video.
does happen.
Donald, you bought 2 drives?
And I lost 2 drives at once. It was
Lost
when
2 at
we
once, huh?
were clearing stuff off to whenever I lost my job last year, they were gonna let me keep the drives.
but they wanted me to save that all the video footage off for somebody else. And so I set some stuff to copy, came back, 2 drives went out at the same time. They had to take all
Well,
those
you were
drives.
dead, and
them
you were
off.
dead as a doornail anyway at that point.
Right. But there was no warning before these drives went out. It was when I started moving large amounts of data. 2 drives failed. They ended up sending the drives off to a data recovery place, and they paid a big bunch of money to get that footage back.
Right.
So
But they recovered it.
theoretically, if you use RAID 10, potentially you can lose 2 drives or more, depending on how many drives are in the RAID 10.
Donald, did they figure out why those drives failed?
Because they were old drives, and I put them underneath a lot of work at one time, and they were just. It was a fluke, but those flukes do happen. Just to say that it's a fluke and it'll never happen. That's not true.
Anything can happen with electronics.
Yeah.
And
Paul is right.
actually, if you buy the MyBooks or whatever, and you get the drives out of one of them, not only can you save a little bit, you can turn around and they have a SATA card hooked to the drive. You can pull them out and you can you can sell them on eBay, man, for like $25 a piece, because people's constantly replacing them.
But I suggest getting a surge protector if you're going to get a NAS, just in case.
Well, I've got it all on my desktop. Battery backups.
I would get the battery backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a battery backup under there.
Protector.
Because the
Joe,
big
just
reason I said, go ahead, Justin.
I was gonna say, Joe, just man up and lose your data like a man.
Yeah.
What's nice about the QNAP is too, QNAP with QTS, they give you 8 camera licenses. So you can have up to 8 cameras, where Synology only gives you 1 license, and then you got to buy any more you want after that.
So
And
you're buying.
They
so
also
you're buying,
give you the XPAT. They give you the XPAT.
What is it as? What's with the cameras?
With a QNAP, you get 8 licenses. You can have up to 8 cameras with your QNAP, where on a Synology, you only get 1 license.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain camera.
Like
You're not
surveillance.
talking about like
it's a
photo camera?
Wi-Fi. It's a Wi-Fi
surveillance
camera.
Like
Don.
surveillance cameras.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
It's
Okay. Gotcha.
it's Synology's version of
I understand now. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? Because we were talking about him using this for photo backups for his photography, and I was like, wait, you have camera licenses? What?
Because apparently
Yeah.
2 of the biggest uses for a NAS are for surveillance or just storage of video.
I get
and
it.
music and
I get it.
stuff.
I already got it. I already caught up.
Honestly, for data like that, I'd use something like the MyBook that has the 2 drives in it, because you have to remember that video is only temporary. So why would you put it on your very expensive NAS where you want to put stuff that you want to keep around a little longer?
Yeah, depending on how long you want to save that.
I literally would not waste my money on a NAS for Ring doorbell. Go buy a MyBook and plug it in. And
Yeah, not
write
for
it
a Ring
there.
doorbell, but if you were
No,
putting
but
in
like I
security
have,
for a business or say a casino,
A business is a different story.
Yeah.
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 If you
well,
want
no,
it for
because actually, if you're using Blue Iris or whatever, you can have up to, I think, 256 cameras, and you could set that up to where you can manage different businesses for surveillance, and you could have all
Yeah.
the cameras.
Jody, if you want to know more about the technical side of Synology and surveillance, talk to Steve Carpenter. He knows like everything there is to know about it.
I've talked to Steve a lot. I use Reolink TrackMix cameras. They actually pan, tilt, and zoom, and they follow you.
So that's
Talk
good.
about
I'll
a
be able to
mess.
put 10 cameras around the
save
pool.
at least about 2 weeks of video on it. You can set it all the way down to like 3 days, and then it'll just wipe out, what you don't see.
What'd you say,
So-
Joe?
So what if Joe is not planning on hooking up any cameras and he just wants something for storage?
Yeah, that's all.
And he
I
doesn't
want.
care about camera licenses.
Well,
Now,
no.
I may
you
be
don't
able
have
to put
worry
4 or
about
5
that.
cameras down by the pool now. Wait, hold on.
You know, like set up where we
Yeah,
can
that sounds great.
Okay,
Uh,
Joe, you just said this on a live stream.
They come check me. They come check me. Hey, I'm
Yeah,
legit.
wait.
It's his
because then Joe
you-
needs to buy his own router because you can't always plug much into a router given to you by Spectrum or AT&T. I know because I've tried it.
And most businesses, Don, use Sands. I mean, little guys will use the small NASs.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember the one that I've seen.
Well, I was thinking Joe's into photography. I figured he'd be loading that sucker up with pictures
Well,
I've
I
got a
do
lot of
video,
pictures.
so
and video.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
I do video, so I do have a NAS,
Right.
but
It's not QNAP, it's not Synology.
also
Who the hell
QNAP
was
also
that
gives
group?
you the exFAT driver, which I have a Blu-ray DVD writer hooked right to the QNAP, and I can throw in any Windows CD. And
Are you on Bluetooth earbuds there, Jones Shots?
no, I'm adjusting my sound right now.
Okay. It sounds a little echoey, doesn't it, Don?
Yeah, it's a little echoey because I'm in a basement with no carpet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
You might hear
That'd do
my
it.
Pepsi cooler. I got a great big Pepsi cooler built into the wall, and I just blew out I just blew it all out, all the dust out of it. I took the front off it and blew all the dust out of it. I didn't put the cover back on, and I just kind of got it set there so when it kicks on, it rattles.
You put any drinks inside of it?
Oh yeah,
So,
it's loaded.
I
nice.
bet Pepsi either.
Well, he's about to put more stuff in it. Right?
I've been cleaning up the garage today, and Don spilled because he's got this gasket shellac, and the lid it wasn't fitting because last time I used it, I didn't clean it off before I closed it, and I was cleaning it off, and Don spilled shellac everywhere.
Oh Lord.
So I've been cleaning it. You know how hard shellac is to clean up?
Yep.
Isn't it, is it kind of like when you get tar on the bottoms of your feet at the beach? Is it kind of like that?
Yeah, either that or a baby diaper.
Here we go, Paul.
Oh my god.
PJ Shellac is a varnish.
Oh, that's funny. What's up, Cherie?
Of course, you could always buy another couple of tins and redo the whole floor.
Yeah. No, that's not going to happen.
Hey, Sheree, how you doing?
Wonder if I knew that
That's-
was going to be.
Great.
Mark, that's because Don would end up doing it. Or Don would hire somebody to do it.
No. They do
Yeah,
make
Rod, the
garage
big-
floor kits to resurface your garage floor. And then you put the little shake in. It's supposed to be really good if you've got like auto stuff, but I'm not going to do that.
As long as it's concrete, right?
Yeah, you basically treat the surface of the concrete to get it to adhere, and then you do a pour and smooth, then you do your flake shake.
From your experience with that stuff, how long does that protectant last?
I don't have experience with it. I know they sell it, and
Yeah.
I have heard that it does really good, but I don't have any personal experience.
So I got a tin of it from the previous people. It's like over 10 years old. I don't know if it's any good or not.
Probably not.
Yeah, the biggest thing I've got to do with this is when it comes in, I've got to figure out how to take each one of my, I got the 214s and the 10. And what I want to
Mhm.
do is make one clean copy. put it in and I won't duplicate any file. So it should give me one clean copy.
Now, here's an advice. You put the 14s in first, make them your first 2 drives and put your 10 in last. Because if you put the 10 in first, it's going to knock your 2 14s down to only 10 terabyte.
Yeah. Well, I got all 8s. That's what I have coming in, all 8s.
Okay. And I don't know why they can't fix that. That's one thing I couldn't figure out, why they can't fix that, because why should you lose
So Joe, you're
terabytes and
getting,
you got a lower drive in there before and you put a bigger drive in behind it?
so you're
Depends
getting a
on the
NAS,
read,
Joe?
depends on the read
Yeah.
type.
Well,
You're
like
getting the
3.5,
Seagate
that's what
Iron
it
Wolf?
does.
I
Now
didn't
you
hear
You
that.
get
Now you-
Seagate Iron Wolf drives?
Yeah.
That's what Steve recommended. Because they
I
last
was gonna
longer
get
than
10,
regular
but they
drives.
didn't have them. They had the 8s on sale and they had the 10s with like 200 more a piece. I got them on sale, 2 of them for a sale price that was cheaper than the 10 by itself for one of them.
At one point, I was tempted to buy my 2-bay and with 2 drives from B&H in New York City because they
Yeah.
had the bundle and Amazon did not.
Yeah, well, I went between 2 places. Got the better price at the 2 places.
And oddly enough, just afterwards, Best Buy sold out of that drive before I could buy it cheaper.
It's gonna be a learning curve. I gotta just figure out. I have an idea.
You can download the free software from Synology and you can tell it what you want to back up and it will back up 1 copy.
Well, it's not Synology, it's a different one. QNAP. So
But you might be able to install Synology or something like it for the same
I'm
thing.
pretty sure they have theirs.
Well, you'll have QMaggie, which is
Yeah.
and PhotoStation, and they'll you can remove duplicate files, duplicate pictures, face recognition.
Yeah, I was reading all of that. That's what caught my
Now,
attention.
when it clears out duplicate files, is it looking at the data or file name?
It's probably looking directly at the picture itself. So if you got duplicate pictures, like
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if it would actually examine the data and if the data matched count as a duplicate or not just file, because that would be useful.
So I got over 64 gigs of pictures, well over 200 gigs of video and movies. And
that's why you'd want to go with at least a 6 or an 8 bay with bigger drives, because then you can run a Plex server.
all I'm doing is back up everything we have onto the NAS.
Where like I got I probably got more 3D files than Thingiverse, okay? But mine are all high-end models. And I've got probably 100 DVDs that are just nothing but full models, high-end models.
Models of what?
3D models of everything you can imagine.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you've got the silhouettes for the plans to print all that.
I'm gonna set it up, and then once I get it set up, yeah, there's a few people that 3D print I can let come in.
Justin knows a few things about 3D printing.
I'm not as knowledgeable as like Mike or anybody.
But you know how to set one up.
I mean, I know the basics.
Well, Joe's a 3D printer guy.
I've been 3D printing for about 10 years.
Oh, nice.
I'm lucky I'm 3D printing the way I'm doing.
Are you going to try to 3D print a model of the dogs, Joe?
No.
That'd be funny if you did.
Because I think there's
Go pick you up an Xbox 360 Connect.
Print something without support. So I know how to do all that now.
Go pick up a Xbox 360 Connect at your local gaming store that sells used CDs and shit, and get one of them. You can use that for a scanner.
Hmm.
And it's just about as good as any scanner out there.
Dude, people have found so much cool shit to use those things for.
Yeah.
You, they found so many uses, it'll make your head spin.
Well, when Joe sees all the software that comes on a QNAP that you can install and set up and all this, that's another reason you want bigger drives and more space and more drive bays. It's going to blow him away. I mean, it's just totally going to blow him away.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm buying it at the wrong time of year because I'm getting ready to get into football. Should have bought it when the season was over.
You can,
I
you-
should have bought it with Amazon Prime Day or Black Friday. That's when both of those things all go on sale, drives included.
Rod, what? Oh, so they do go on sale on Prime Day?
how many
Yeah.
SSD bays does that have, Joe? Slots for the SSDs? 2 or 1?
I'll go look.
See, like I got mine's 6 bay with 2. I also can have, I got 2 SSDs. I got 2 2-terabyte SSDs in it, plus the drives. I run Hero or on one storage pool on a SSD. That's what you want to set your operating system will be on a SSD. Then your mechanical drives will be all your storage and your backup.
It's got 2.
Been riding around?
Okay, you want to populate both of them, because if you populate both of them, you can use just one SSD for just cache, which that's if you're trying to video edit off your NAS to your computer when you're video editing. You can set that one SSD up as just cache.
And you should be able to, if you
That's where
travel.
that's where the Thunderbolts come in nice too, because you're running 40 gigabytes a second. So if you plug your laptop into it and you're video editing, it's seamless. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna get a
Right.
bunch of
If
you ain't
you
gonna get a bunch of
and if you
lagging, I guess you can call it lag. You'll
a
have
tag on to what Drone Shots is saying, if you travel, you can also connect from anywhere else to your NAS.
yeah, it's like when my kid or
Yep.
me, we take pictures or videos with our phones, we can send them directly home to the NAS.
I do it all the time. The best thing I've ever done yet.
And then you can have like FTP server, you can have your own web server, you get your domain, you can redirect your main page to your NAS and your web, runs right off the NAS. It'll run right, you can build your website on your NAS.
Mhm.
That's where that went.
Justin, you could use a NAS to run a Fortnite server, correct?
Yes, you can.
And you also be able to use the QNAP cloud too. So, and you also be able to run a VM, which is a virtual machine. That way you can let hackers come in, and while they're in your virtual machine doing something in the background, you can do a reverse shell on them, and you can delete all their fucking files. You can turn their camera on them, see them, pinpoint where they're at.
Drone Shots, you have fun doing that, don't you?
I like the fact that I can get my domains that I'm paying right now. I put them on it.
And you can share with them, say you create a
said-
folder with pictures like you're doing now with the headshots. Upload those to a folder. You can share that link to the client. They can automatically see them when they open that link.
So in my mind, when you said BM, Jody, I was thinking, what? Bowel movement? What?
Oh,
Talking about
yeah.
Paul again. Right? Paul taking Dukalax.
Hi, Jim. Jim wants
What's
to
up, Jim?
upload. Jim wants to upload to the TJ channel.
And just going through their software libraries, you'll see there's so much cool stuff they got in there that.
And there's also
Okay,
third-party
now y'all
stuff
scaring me.
add to it.
Kind
There's
of
Y'all
third-party
scaring me,
stuff
everything I'm gonna
that
have to do.
works with the machine.
It was so much easier buying a larger hard drive and just copying stuff into it, and then just all the new stuff went into it.
Hey, Joe. You can do that with Windows, by the way.
Do what?
You can create a RAID across those external drives.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got,
You don't need the NAS stuff. You can't do the stuff that you need with the NAS stuff, but you can literally
yeah.
Yeah.
RAID
that's-
those. You can literally RAID those drives together.
Yeah, if you're just wanting functionality for backup, there wouldn't be anything wrong with doing that.
And you could always get a external QNAP drive base with 4 more drives, 10 more drives, 20 more drives.
Yeah, but if you have 2 of the MyBooks that have the 2 drives so that you're mirroring on each one of those, and you
Right.
have
Right.
2 of those, you could RAID them together and you're redundant.
Oh, just do a mirror?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
You mirror the drive itself could be mirrored, right? And then you can well, you can do a RAID 1. You can do whatever RAID you want to do. You can do just a bunch of disk at that point between the 2 drives.
Yeah.
When you set the drive up inside of Windows.
You can do that on QNAP too. You can just have just a bunch of drives. It can just be drives.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even keep it in a RAID.
Hey, Paul, good job on egging Jim on about uploading to my channel.
There you go.
Yeah.
Here's what you can do, Joe. You can buy two of them 4 bays, and you can have a NAS that backs up your NAS.
Hey, Jim, how you
Well, I
doing?
don't need that yet.
But drone shots, you don't want to be spending over the moon money.
Right. So, okay.
That's why I
just have
asked
a
you what his
question.
budget was.
Because I know there's been a lot of sales talk about QNAS here. I'm just wondering, if I don't buy a QNAS, can I still get the steak knife set? I mean,
Probably, but I don't know if
I've
it'll be
been to these things before where they'll feed you dinner, you come spend a weekend, but you're going to buy a timeshare. I just want to make sure.
I just want the steak.
There's a set of
Hey, I'm,
knives you
I'm
can
down
get.
I'm down for some steak too. I love a good steak.
Donald, there's a set of knives you can get. They're called Cutco.
I think that was a joke.
Oh, hell.
We were
Cutco
watching,
are actually nice.
we were watching the Price is Right the other morning, and
What are you, fucking 60?
Somebody
Well,
with a set of steak knives. TJ was flipping through the television.
Yeah, I was
Watching The
just
Price is
it was
Right.
cool too. But my wife likes to watch it, so like we were sitting there watching it, and this lady she didn't win all the prizes, although she won a tool set, and we were like, well, I went to The Price is Right, and all I won was a tool set.
Hey, I'm proud of you. You said you and your wife. Your wife likes to watch it. I like how you said that. Your wife.
Yeah.
No, you got it wrong way round though. It's my wife and I.
Oh yeah, that too.
She must be within arm's reach.
Well, I'm sitting over here, and she's sitting there taking a little snoozing on the couch.
Jim, you going camping? Sounds like you have a camper behind the truck, huh? Driving through the
That
mountains.
should be a pretty nice trip there, Jim.
Oh, by the way, Joe, they've done another update to the Mini 3 Pro yesterday.
Oh Lord, help me. Wait, they got one ready for this? They got one. Johnny told me this morning. I got to go look at it. The Goggles 3 are now compatible with O3 unit.
Nice.
Jim, you're gonna have
So
a
that
good
means
time.
the Goggles 3 will work with the Avata 1.
Oh, Jim's got a birthday Sunday?
Well, happy early birthday, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I don't know how weird that's going to be because the Goggles 3 actually transmit the radio signal to the Avata.
So I don't even know how to even start to update this shit now.
So I don't know.
Just plug it in and just hit the update button, and it should do everything
Just
for
Hey,
you.
ask
Mark.
her.
Wait,
ask
Mark.
her
Ain't
how
that
to
easy,
do it.
TJ.
I'll
Not with
bet
the
you-
goggles.
I'll bet you any
there's an-
money you use the Goggles 3, you've also got to use the controller 3.
Yeah, the motion.
No, I think the requirement is the other way around, Mark.
There's an easier way
But
to
you
do
still
it.
use the old remote.
There's an easier way to update
Right.
one at a
So
time.
it's going to disable radio in the Goggles 3.
Right. That's the way to do it.
Well, disable one of the radios.
Yeah,
It'll have
exactly.
to keep the video still on to
Yeah, I
receive.
just
what
had
you-
it on a minute ago too. I forgot to look.
Play the guitar on the empty.
Jim, that's smart. He's going on a 2-week vacation up north, and he's going to motel it for the 2
Done.
weeks.
We're all in dire straits.
Yeah.
Joe, if you're having issues, just ask Murray. He'll tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
So
Here and somebody, at least one person gets it.
the note on the
Bless you,
Goggles
bless
3
you.
firmware just says bug fixes.
That's what it says.
Yeah. Oh no, wait. I'm blind. Added support for DJI O3 Air
No,
unit.
that's me.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So you have to update the air unit and you also have to update the goggles.
Does it matter which order he does it?
Whichever order you want to do it in.
Okay.
My recommendation is plug them into your computer and use DJI Assist.
Yeah, that's probably the way I'm gonna have to do it.
Updating doesn't matter which order you do it in. It's connecting that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's got to update remote, goggles, and drone.
Yes. Air unit. Well,
And the goggles.
yeah, that means there's an update for the Avata one too. Because there's an update for the Air
There must
3.
be an update for the
O3.
Yeah, change the reception.
You look like you lost a wrench, Don.
It's
No.
either that or it's giving the Goggles 3 the ability to receive O3 as well as O4.
There's almost no difference between O3 and O4.
No, I know.
Other than two
Other than-
frequency
other
bands,
than
and they're
the-
both low
other than-
bands.
Other than the extra frequency band and the number of antennas that it uses.
Right. And the number of antennas is, yeah. Ask
Uh,
Johnny, who's found out that the Avata 2 with O4 doesn't get any more range than the Avata 1.
It looks
right.
like Jim is bringing everything. Mavic 3, Avata 2, and Mini.
I don't know why you can't fly for shit. Just wait for the
Means I need to
response
plug
hit.
my FPV drones in and update the air units, huh?
Mm.
So how's the crazy weather down there in Florida? There.
Here you go, Joe.
Okay.
Look at this page.
Hot and humid.
Yeah, hot and humid. Yeah, exactly.
Pull it up on another computer.
Just like it is at Joe's place. Hot and humid.
Yep.
It
About
got that-
80,
It got that humid here a while back that all the water was coming out of the air.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
80 Fahrenheit and 80%.
I think it's called rain.
It did rain.
That looked kind of badass.
Way about
Oh,
easily.
Dusty, do you want us to play the video on live or?
Yep, got updates.
16 degrees centigrade, whatever that is. and 94% humidity.
You're gonna have upgrade for both, Joe,
Yeah.
because the
Mark.
03 on the Avada.
And
One.
my,
Centigrade in Fahrenheit.
16 degrees Celsius is 60.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you
Hey, TJ, I
Yeah,
was like
where
you
you at?
today. I went flying.
go.
And I only
61
had two
Fahrenheit.
batteries at 50%.
Justin, you have a message for you in the chat.
No,
Yeah,
Joe.
you lucky, Justin.
You were high even for TJ. Normally his are
Yeah.
about 25.
I had two batteries at 50% when I took off.
Dude, I need to go out and fly, man. I haven't flown in like forever, it seems like.
And can expect a high of 75 degrees.
what's up, Corey?
You, Corey.
At least I can see what I'm reading, Jim, you old bitch.
Hi, Corey.
How you doing, Corey? How you doing, Dusty?
That's pretty funny. He said he's still waiting for Justin to learn how to turn on a drone. Never mind, controller.
So, want to see what? Well, it'd probably be me and Maddie are gonna build.
Now, come on, Rod. It's supposed to be you building it. With
Ooh.
Mostly
that's
me.
cool.
It'll probably mostly be me. We'll see how much of this project I take on.
But
where
Rod,
was this at?
So this is I ordered this frame. This frame's coming in for me to build, and I've started ordering the parts to put on it. It's a very fucking unique frame. Although I should probably tell you where it came from. So the inspiration for this frame is actually the Emax Baby Hawk. It is essentially the Baby Hawk frame stretched out and beefed up because those are 5mm arms. So
That's pretty cool, though.
So the arms are pretty thick. It's a solid one piece. The base. So all those arms, that entire base is all one piece of carbon. I saw one guy in the YouTube video. He complained about it. He's like, "Oh, when you break it, you got to change the whole thing." Well,
Don't
the
break
odds of
it.
you breaking it, the odds of you breaking it because it's all interconnected are a lot less.
well, unless you
So probably a slim to none chance that you're gonna break it.
No, you
unless
can still break
smack
it.
into a tree like this.
You can break it, but anyways, yeah. When Maddie saw the LEDs, you're like, "Holy cow!" I'm gonna have to reach out to Brad. So this build, these pictures, this build is not the sort of the factory build for the TPU units. This guy created his own. And what's unique, and TJ, you may remember when Maddie was putting the LEDs on mine, we had that
Yeah.
choice of whether we were going to go around the TPU or sort of go under the arm. What
Yeah.
this guy has done is actually put a channel on the inside of that TPU.
Oh, okay.
So there's room on the inside. So the LEDs are actually protected because it's behind the TPU. And then he's
Oh, that's
using translucent TPU, so the lights light up through the TPU.
What
Heck yeah,
frame
that's
is that?
awesome.
But how-
And
How much soldering will there be, do you think? A lot?
not any more than normal.
Yeah, you've only got 1, 2, 3, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 20, 25 wires to connect at the most.
ELRS, GPS, the stack and ESC
Yeah.
Have a pin connector that connects them. 3 wires per motor, so that's 12. 12.
And that's started off with 12.
12, 3 for the GPS, 15. Probably 3 for ELRS, so 18, give or take. 2 for the
Then your video.
power. No. Air 3 unit plugs directly into the flight controller. It's got a pin connector. You don't have to solder it.
All right.
So. And I ordered a Speedy Bee stack. And that Speedy Bee literally has LED pads on each corner. Plus on the flight controller. So you got like tons of places to do LEDs on that board.
Is that a 3-inch?
5.
Well, Speedy Bee is the one that you can connect to Bluetooth, isn't it?
Bluetooth. That's the other reason I got that one, because you can use the Bluetooth to configure it. You don't have to plug in.
Yeah.
Oh, easier.
A lot easier.
Speaking of Maddie, how is Maddie?
I guess he's doing okay.
Who?
Yeah. Oh, I've been chatting to him off and on.
Maddie,
Oh, Maddie.
which Maddie?
Yeah, you know, Madeline.
No, Maddie,
Maddie
Maddie's
from
Drone
Maddie's
World.
Drone World. Well, now it's his
RC
his-
World,
his-
because of his
yeah, it's
trucks.
RC World now, yeah.
Yeah, he was on
What
last
do you-
night.
Did he give up flying drones?
No,
No,
I
he-
was just
no, he-
I was just there. He flew with me Saturday.
Which Brad do you mean? Brad Alston?
Yeah. Brad's 3D printed some stuff for me. I paid him.
You're getting your LEDs from Fly High.
Fly high, yeah.
What, do you
Um,
just cut them to length or what?
So that is actually something interesting about this build, and I need to find.
So did you buy 2 frames, one for you, one for Maddie?
No. Might need to get some other priorities on this list at the moment. Let me answer that question. I don't remember which JPEG it is. This one. So you can see the LEDs run into the TPU, right? So he made the space behind the TPU. But the interesting part, and this is a problem that we've had putting LEDs on my drone, is the length and where to put it. So he started it here up front, and there's space here up front, and that's where he's running the wire in to get his power from. So he was able to essentially run it all the way around. And if you wind up being a little bit off, you can just run it up inside the frame and snip it on whichever line needs to be snipped off. Because that's how you work on the LEDs. About every 1 inch is where you cut it across the diodes.
What kind of
But-
camera are you looking at?
03, DJI 03.
So you're looking at a good camera.
Damn thing should fly great because the Baby Hawk flies great. The Baby Hawk, everybody who lays their hands on the Baby
So-
Hawk and flies that thing is just like, holy cow, that thing is smooth. Yep.
How much bigger is this compared to the Baby Hawk?
5 inch instead of 3.5 inch.
Yeah, so not much.
Big enough.
Yeah, big enough. Trust me, you know the difference.
Because if you go down
So-
too small, you end up with a mosquito.
So, Mark, some interesting things that this guy did. So he has a 3D printed mount for GoPro, right? The normal GoPro thing.
Uh-huh.
See these 3 screws? Well, screw hole and 2 screws.
Uh-huh.
The mount fits there. See these 3?
Now you're asking.
The mount
With-
fits on the,
with-
oh yeah. The
There's
mount
something
fits
on
on
the
the
telly,
front.
but-
The mount fits on the front. It also fits on the back. Whoa, but wait. Let me back.
There's more.
Let me back up. Let me back up to the original picture. Guess where else it fits?
On the bottom.
On the bottom, either here or in the back. So you actually have 4 mount points that you could put the GoPro on.
4 separate locations where you could
4 separate
possibly put a
locations where you could put it on.
GoPro.
You know what the bottom rear one would be good for?
Crashing.
Chase. So you could put one looking back. If you're the guy getting chased, you can have one pointed backwards at the guy that's chasing you.
Yeah.
Someone send this
It's actually
frame-
a damn. How the guy came up with this idea, I don't know, but it was a damn good idea.
someone send this frame to Max here.
And you can put the battery on the top or the bottom.
Or
Uh-huh.
GoPros at the same time, Corey says.
I don't know that I'd be trying to lift 4
Yeah, I don't think
GoPros. 2? I might would try 2.
Come on, don't give
Look
us
at this.
Yeah, I know.
Could you put a 360 camera on there?
Yeah, you put anything on that GoPro mount you want. Let me guess. Max is in the chat.
No.
No.
Oh,
He may well be lurking, but he doesn't say anything these days.
then why'd you guys say Max wanted it?
God
I
knows.
think Max would be quite interested in this drone, is why I said it.
Oh,
Why
gotcha.
does- Why does Andrew say anything?
Yeah.
But yeah, you,
Well,
you
I
can
like-
you can mount the battery on the top or the bottom.
You
I like
just
that
sounded
red.
like
I
you
like
were a
that red,
megaphone
the
for a
red and
second,
black
huh?
one. That one's kind of cool, actually.
I'm going to do it in red, and I'm gonna do red LEDs.
Oh, that'll be dope. That should be
Yeah,
dope.
well, there's one more piece to this puzzle too.
Corey,
I'm gonna use those Emax 4-prop avians, which are that weirdo red orange, which should actually batch pretty damn well. So
Oh.
this would be my red drone. It should fucking be awesome looking in red.
actually you could
Yeah.
put two GoPros, one facing forward, one facing backwards on the bottom. One on
You
top,
wouldn't
Yeah,
one on
you
bottom.
could. Any combination
What?
you want.
Why not just use one 360 camera?
There you go.
Or 360.
Depends on where you mount
get a
it.
resolution.
Depends on where you mount it, but yeah.
It'd be interesting. You wouldn't get as good a resolution.
True.
Okay, now
I mean-
that's a bummer.
GoPros
That
have
is a
quite
bummer.
what?
Hey, Hot Rod,
Hmm.
when you do the update, it says select aircraft. Avata 2, Air 3, Mini 4 Pro, O3 Air Unit. Does not say Avata.
Hang on. Read that list again.
No,
Oh,
the
you're on
Avata-
DJI
you're on
Avata
the
2.
Avata. You're on the Avata 2 doing the update.
Well, I did that, but it's not showing me unless I've got to upgrade. I got to do an update on the Avata one first.
Yes, you need to update the Avata 1. Plug it in and update it.
So I got to do that with the Integra goggles.
Probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be all
Yeah.
backwards.
likely, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
should be able to connect. Keep in mind on the goggles on the menu, the very first one, when you hit it, there's a switch option, and that's how you switch between the drone types.
Yeah. Because that's what I'm looking at here. It's not showing it to me, and if the goggles 3 work with the O3 unit, it should work with the Avata.
Right, it will. It will. You just
Yeah.
gotta update the firmware on the Avata.
Because that means all I have to do is carry the Avata with me, and I can fly both.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. The only question
at
we
good
don't
looking
know
Avata.
is which motion, whether you can get away with just the Motion 3 or whether you need the Motion 2 for the Avata 1.
Yeah, well, I put one in my
Well,
pocket.
Imagine that if you have to use the controller with it, then you'd have to use the motion controller with it as well.
Yeah, that was kind of what I had heard.
Mm. Because like
Jim's talking about
control-
do
the
it through
controller
DJI Assist.
the only thing the controller 3's got is Bluetooth to connect to the goggles.
You know, Joe, I think I know the answer. I think
What,
you
probably
actually
not gonna work.
use the no, I think you actually use the Motion 3.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
To connect
So
to,
the update for the 03 air unit
I don't know.
says
Because
added support to use with DJI Goggles 3, DJI FPV Remote Controller 3.
in that case, it's making it so that the Avata 1 receives the signal from the goggles and not from the
Yeah,
control.
it has to because it's the
Yeah.
remote 3 works just like the motion controller. It's Bluetooth to the goggles.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually talk to the drone.
No.
So yeah, I guess you can use all your new shit, Joe, with the old drone. It's kind of what it's kind of my guess looking at this update.
There are more people that would rather use the new drone with the old controller and goggles.
Yeah, because they just want to buy the drone.
Yeah.
Which nobody seems
Yeah.
to be able to do. It's not really in stock as just
No, you
the
can't
drone.
buy.
So, there you go, Joe.
We're gonna find out.
You'll be all good. Anyways, I should plug all my drones in and just update the 03 area anyways.
So, did you say it actually works with the Mini 3 as well?
Yes.
Because
Well,
the
wait. No,
Mini 3
the Goggles 3 work with the Mini 4. They haven't added support for
well,
Mini
they do
3.
that anyway because it's 04. The Goggles 3 already work with the Mini 4 and the Air 3.
You know, I don't remember. I'll be honest, I don't remember. You know who will know?
I know
Joe when he turns his goggles back on because he can hit the switch button and it'll show him all
Yeah,
the things that
show
it
him.
can connect to.
Yeah, 'cause the 03 in the Mini 3 and the Mavic
What's
3
interesting,
work with the goggles too.
their forum, the firmware is for the 03 air unit, but it doesn't say anything about the Avata 1, which is interesting because the Avata 1 is 03.
Well, it uses the 03 air unit, so it,
Yeah,
same thing,
it
innit?
uses what
Hey.
was the precursor to the 03 air unit.
So there's no updates for the Avata 1 yet?
I don't know. Plug yours in and find out.
Yeah, I'll turn
I
it
got
on. Check it out.
Open the app, connect your phone, and see if there's anything.
In my
Oh,
case,
Joe.
connect my tablet.
Joe's going to be doing that anyway.
I'm trying. It's not connecting to the Avata.
Are you using the Avata's goggles rather than the Goggles 3?
I'm using
Yeah,
the
you
old
got to
one.
connect the integrators
gotta
and
use the
then
old
plug
one.
your phone into the goggles.
Yeah, I got it all hooked up, but it's not connecting to the drone.
Either that or use
System.
the assistant and plug it into your PC. I kind of actually prefer the assistant way.
Yeah, I might be
To
doing
be
that.
honest. To be honest. But you have one problem plugging the Avata 1 into the DJI Assistant. Getting a damn cable into that plug.
They put it in a place where they should not have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like right
My
underneath
flywheel came with a 90-degree USB plug cable that I have around here somewhere that I could probably use on that one.
If you have a box of cables, most likely it's in your box of cables.
No, it's on my desk somewhere. Because that's where I unload the video files. So it's easier to just keep it around my desk.
Jim suggests update goggles, drone controllers through the assistant.
Yes.
And you see, it's not letting me connect the goggles to the drone.
Huh? What? Where?
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
not
updated
letting
the
me-
Avata one yet?
It's not letting me.
You
It
got
won't, the
the
goggles won't connect to the drone,
Which goggles?
the Integrity.
Integris. Yeah, I can
Integris.
see he's got the Integris on. Drone's on, right?
Yeah, drones on, everything's on. And it's telling me which aircraft, and I'm telling
Yeah,
it
yeah,
Avata.
yeah. Okay, I was gonna say check on the switch, make sure it's the Avata one.
Yep, I got it. It's got the jet one. Not connecting them.
Is it a setting on the drone itself? That will
Yeah,
No,
turn
it would just be
that
it
will
would just
turn
be a
off?
binding. Hey Joe, just rebind them.
What?
Just rebind them.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, hold the power button on the Avata for 4 seconds, push
Yeah.
that little
So-
button in the middle
There
of
you
the
go.
screen.
Yeah, that went that fast.
Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to just rebind it and say to hell with it.
I don't know. Actually, you know why it wasn't bound to it? You know why? Because I was flying the other one that I crashed with it.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Duh.
Yeah, duh.
Uh,
So you've
Sometimes
never
you
bound
feel like
never
a nut.
bound the new one with the
Sometimes you
goggles.
don't. Right, TJ?
Got it.
Hey, TJ. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes
Sometimes
you don't.
Uh,
Yeah, I got an update. Yay. Look at that good looking drone. Look at that. Look
I
at that
guess the
good-looking
question
drone.
It's
is
a-
it for the drone or the
Nice.
goggles?
It's a handsome drone.
Should be
It's a handsome
should
drone.
be the
Well, I say the database is updating right now.
It's a
Oh,
tactic.
yeah. I don't know. I guess you're gonna make me go out and get on my shit and start updating, huh?
Yeah, I probably need to do that myself.
Here you go,
Check it
TJ.
out. See if there's any
Yeah,
updates.
TJ, look at Joe.
Look at Joe.
That's funny. The goggles and the clown nose.
I hated that last Mavic 3 update. I really wanted to just flip DJI off because all
How
it
long ago was that? Because I haven't upgraded.
recent. About the same time as
Oh.
this. It was just
I have to
recent.
go look. I just did the Mini 3 Pro and it's up. They got another
And
update.
all it was bug fixes. Okay, I appreciate
Uh,
bug fixes, but you remember when they had competition, they would actually release new features and firmware updates? They ain't doing that no more. No competition, no more firmware updates. Fuck you. We're gonna screw you and make you pay with the next drone.
So are you going to buy a different brand of drone?
No, I'm not buying
Just
any
switch
camera
into a-
drone.
Because technically you're building a camera drone.
Yeah, I know. Using the DJI Air unit, yeah, I know.
So how you're all-
What I tell you I needed for my next camera drone? What was my requirement?
see, one, a big battery, two,
Mm-mm.
Mode.
10 at
larger
least
camera.
10 at least 10x optical, right?
Yes. I was getting to next one was the big camera.
Hmm. No, just 10x optical. I don't care if it's micro four thirds or
Something
APS-C or full frame. I really don't care. I just want that 10x optical
He just wants
or
to be able to
greater.
see
Uh,
base station launching pad from his house.
Yeah, exactly.
did-
Exactly. That's what I want. If
Hey,
it
what
doesn't
about-
do
have you
that,
ever- have
anything
you
they
ever
put
had
in
a-
there is
Rod,
useless.
have you
to
ever
me.
had a drone that has thermal imaging?
No,
Ooh, Rod,
those
I
are
heard
always
those are
way too
fun.
expensive.
No, the space takes off and burn the bloody thing out without any trying.
It'd be
Rod,
too
I heard-
far. It'd be too far away to even see it.
I hear they're a lot of fun, Rod.
I'm like 50 some miles from the launch pad, so thermals pointed at a freaking rocket 50 miles away, it wouldn't know it. It
No.
wouldn't see it. It wouldn't see a damn thing.
You'd get
Wouldn't it
more
see,
thermal imaging out of the warmer air.
Yeah, exactly.
Rod, wouldn't it look like a tiny dot?
No.
No?
Probably not, but
Hmm.
you have to remember the thermal's only for, it has a pretty short, it has a
Oh.
pretty short range of 1,000 feet, maybe 1,500 feet.
You're awfully quiet down there, Mr. Australia.
I'm doing a couple of things as well as listening.
So are you still thawed out?
Feeding the cats.
No, I'm posting a few things on different social medias.
All right.
No, I asked.
Oh,
Are you-
did y'all
are
see
you
the
s-
leak on the Mavic 4? The gimbal?
No.
You mean
one,
one-
one it's a
Okay.
lot bigger, but
Did
it's
you?
about the size of a softball. And it's
It-
round instead of square like the Mavic 3.
But it still said Mavic 3 on the arm.
Yeah. The round makes a hell of a lot more sense because the wind won't. The Mavic 3 twitches. I'm telling you, that fucking camera in the wind will get a
Well, I
mind
mean,
of its
what,
own
what
and start
camera? What
flipping
camera?
out.
What flying camera wouldn't twitch in the wind unless you put stronger motors on it?
This one they made round. The gimbal is round, so the wind will not impact it nearly what the square ones do.
Paul, is the gimbal on the Inspire round?
Yeah.
Sounds like they took a page out of the Inspire, Rob.
No, sounds like they took a page out of physics.
That's birthday's on Friday,
they?
which is tonight.
Which is now for me.
Which is right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
everything's
updated it?
updated, and it's still not showing me the Avata and the goggles through.
Okay, now, Joe,
Yeah, it's
in
now,
the goggles 3 on the switch menu, does it show you the Avata 1 as an option?
No, it says O3 air unit. I said connect to that.
Yeah,
see if
yeah,
it-
yeah.
it
No,
won't
that
go.
won't. Yeah, that won't connect. So they didn't make it compatible
No.
with the Avata 1. It's
Just,
compatible with the air units, but not the Avata
Yeah,
1.
so people with the like Johnny could fly his home with his goggles
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
He could fly his
exactly.
home bill.
Yeah. See, this is the kind of bullshit that irritates me about them.
Yeah,
It's like they did part of it, but they're going to hold the other part. What are they holding the other part back for? They did the O3 air unit for all the FPV guys. Great. I'm glad.
There we go. There's Inspire. Look at the gimbal down there, Rob.
Both arms are round. Look at it.
That's a big old drone right there. That
The
Inspire.
mount coming down from the drone is round and the camera is round. So yeah, round keeps the wind from fucking with it as bad.
But then they got the bigger camera started to get squared off.
Was it one of the Inspires? Can't you put like a large Canon camera
Oh yeah.
on the bottom?
Yeah. Because
You know,
right here, all you do is you twist this and you drop the camera off and you put another camera on and you just twist it back on.
And Joe, here's another
sir.
one that irritates the bejesus out of me.
But Jesus.
So they
Jeez.
updated the RC Pro bug fixes, but they didn't add compatibility for O4 drones.
uh,
So they're
So that's
doing it.
late, just
They're
like
doing
it.
it. They're doing it the other way, and the goggles too and the Integras can connect to an O4 drone, but their fucking
Does-
$1,300 controller can't.
does this
Only
mean
because
they're-
their marketing guys don't want to for whatever reason, and that pisses me off to no end.
I have an inkling that they're working on an 05 unit.
Yeah, it won't do them any good.
Jim,
Hey, I'm
which map?
gonna get going, y'all. I gotta get started on dinner. We're having
Okay,
sloppy
T-
Joes.
hey,
Bye,
hey,
TJ.
thanks for stopping
Sloppy
in.
Joe.
No problem. Y'all have a good rest
I'm
of the
not
evening.
sloppy.
We'll see y'all
Me
soon.
too.
Jim,
You
which
Adios.
called
Matt?
sloppy.
Which Matt you talking about, Jim?
Northeast.
Okay,
Well,
I'll have to send him a message.
guess I gotta put all of these up and then I'll go get the Mavic 3 and see what kind of update I got on that one to do. And the Mini 3 Pro.
Well, big plus, you have plenty of room to do it.
Well, the
Don't you
good news is
worry.
that the Avata 1 did have an update. So that's
The
all.
original Vada?
Yeah, they had an update too. Don't know what, didn't really say anything, said bug fix. Figured that was gonna make it compatible with the Goggles 3.
What's up, JDS? You have a snake?
He had a snake in his wood pile earlier. That little garter snake. Well, I wouldn't say little garter
Yes.
snake. It looks like a pretty good sized garter snake. But
Yeah,
He's
looks
a
like
good-
guard. Looks like guard snake to me too.
he's a good snake.
Are there many snakes that eat the guard snake?
Yeah. King snake will eat just about anything, won't it? Well,
Oh.
crap.
What's the really big, oh, the mamba, or what's the really big snake?
Anaconda
Mhm.
or a boa constrictor.
Python?
Well, there's
No.
one that they used to talk about, and I have friends of mine were in Vietnam during the war. And it just was huge. It would lay across the road this big around, and it would be like 60 feet long.
Yeah, it'd be either a boa constrictor or an anaconda.
I'd almost go with, for some reason, python sticking in my head
No,
for that size
pythons aren't
snake.
big. Python's
there-
not as big.
Because there are large snakes that require like 4 of Paul to pick up and carry. Because they're so large in girth.
The python is not as big as a boa.
Okay, so it's gotta be a boa then.
Yep. Anaconda is a type of boa,
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't live in Asia.
Well,
So that probably would be the one that Paul's talking about.
Mm.
I think some of the
Somebody-
largest snakes we have in the US are in the Everglades.
Yeah, we've had some released. The pythons. There's a lot of people who've released their pet pythons, or pet pythons have gotten loose, and they're a problem down there.
Somebody's just put
Here.
a photograph on Facebook, and it's got Bobby, Johnny, and Billy, and it says name the band. I think it's Billy. It might not be Billy.
Generation
Yeah.
X.
No,
Well, you got Johnny Marr and Billy Idol.
no. They've all got the same surname.
Hello guys, welcome to Kingdom Black Broadcast. I'm the host
So
today.
if it
And today we're going to talk about our new NAS TVS X72 XT series. Well, I have our PM David here today, and he will do the
Yeah,
for the transmission data transmission speed. And of course, we'll show you how to install some expansion devices and the expansion card inside of the NAS. Welcome, David. So before we start everything, please look at the likekingdom.com. This is our new website. In the future, we will put all of our videos and all the videos from the other like distributors and all the YouTubers, and you can see every video right up here. And the advantages is that you will have every of the PowerPoint at the right hand side to each of the videos. Click
I might be
Charles,
wrong
what are you
with
doing?
I might be wrong with him being called Billy.
It's very easy.
It was definitely Bobby and Johnny.
What are you up to,
You know what I
George?
hate when they do an update? I hate when it says, fix some known issues. Is this the freaking federal government or what? You can't tell me what the issue is?
Go on, I'll give you a clue. The surname begins with a K.
Hey, I know what this is. They've had people flying in Mavic 3s lately, and it's lost connection and went in ATI mode. I wonder if that's the issue. 'Cause
Yeah,
people have lost Mavic.
Few
3s.
people have lost them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Don. Have you figured it out yet?
No, I'm trying to think of bands that begin with K. The K is their
Hi,
surname.
Laura.
Hey?
You said the K was their surname,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't be the Kinks. I'm trying to think of.
It's a 3-word name.
Is it an old band?
It's a punk band.
Wait, you said
Don?
it's a 3-word name or it's their name?
It's a 3-word name, but their surname is the last word.
Oh,
And Johnny was not known as Johnny.
well, then that gets rid of Sex
Um,
Pistols because Johnny was known as Johnny.
Unless he goes by his middle name.
I don't know.
Any clue, Dominic?
Well, he was
No.
known as John F.
Black.
Hmm?
Who is it?
John F. And Bobby.
Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
Dead Kennedys.
Oh,
The Dead Kennedys.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it was the people in the band. You're talking about their
I
names.
was.
Yeah, the picture.
I thought
the
you meant
picture was of
actual
the 3
band.
Kennedys
So
that got shot.
I'm trying to think of bands that were like Johnny and
That's what I was doing.
Bobby.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't think of any band members, and it was just okay.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
Question.
okay, they're a punk band, and the K is the surname. It's like, okay, I'm trying to think of band names that were the surnames of the people in the band. I couldn't think of anything.
Yeah.
You blanked.
Oh, Mark, by the way, I got a bone to pick with you.
Was the third one Billy? Or not? Yeah, John F., Bobby, and who? I can't remember.
JFK, his brother, Robert.
Bobby.
There was 3 of them got shot, weren't there?
You had Ted, but
Ted,
Ted,
Yeah.
he didn't get shot.
Was it Ted?
He just
He
killed the
didn't
girl.
get shot.
Ted
No.
got old,
Oh.
and he outlived the Dead Kennedys.
I got a bone to pick with you, Mark.
Why?
You remember about a week ago, I made the seafood boil, maybe about 2 weeks ago? I had the shrimp and the potatoes and the corn and the sausage.
Yeah.
And you said, save the juice, the liquid,
No,
for when I
say
make
that.
jambalaya. You
Did I
remember that?
say that? I thought
Yeah,
you
you did.
used the juice for your boiled peanuts.
No, I could have used it for the boiled peanuts, but I used it in jambalaya yesterday. And all I'm telling you,
It didn't work.
it's got a whole different taste.
So
But was it all right?
It's actually pretty good. But boy, the spice, it's because it's got all the spices from the seafood boil. It's actually got the little shrimp taste to it.
So
So
did
it's
you
got
read?
you got the shrimp taste to it and everything. It came out pretty good.
So did you remix it?
So why have you got a bone to pick with me then?
Because now when I have to make a seafood boil.
No, you're gonna have to do
jambalaya.
it again.
Now we gotta write down the recipe.
All I know is it kicked. I'll put it
Andrew,
this way:
you
I
wanna
ate
know
it
how to
yesterday
make
about
Yeah,
4 o'clock.
Andrew, if you want to know how to make gumbo the correct way, just go to my YouTube channel and check out short there, and you'll know how to make authentic gumbo.
Although Don making a gumbo and the word short do not go together.
No, it takes a while to make it, but I edited it down short.
You make a proper gumbo, huh?
Because to make a
this was
proper
jambalaya.
gumbo, Don would
I
do
make
a
proper
3-hour
gumbo.
video.
I will say that
I would not have put it in gumbo.
Don would have done a 3-hour video for gumbo.
No, Don did a short on gumbo.
And then he would have sped it up to make a short.
No, Don knows how to edit. He would make a cut.
Yeah, you can fix that. I can fix that.
How about you, Laura?
Laura. Hi, Laura. How have you been today?
Laura,
I
being
think
nice
I
to
threw
you?
away something I was keep.
If you see Matt, tell him what's up to Mr. Tiny Channel.
Yeah. Okay, it's gotta go.
Is Tino still annoying you?
No, my hair's gotta go. I've been letting it grow out. And I'll be sitting here and a piece will fall down in my glasses and I gotta blow it out. And it's a pain in the ass because I gotta comb it now, cutting it. Cutting it like Dominic.
Is it dandruff?
No. It's a
Okay.
piece of the gray hair will fall out and get in my glasses.
Yeah.
Just
might
aggravating. I'm
just-
so used to having short hair.
You may not need a full haircut. You might just need a trim.
I'm gonna get it all cut off.
I like mine cut short too. It's
I'm
getting too
gonna do a
long.
Marine Corps cut again. I go in the back and do a Marine Corps cut in 15 minutes. Be ready. So it'll be cut tomorrow. I've had it.
Yeah,
I've had it.
and the great thing about that is every time you get up in the morning and you out the door.
Yep.
A little pea-sized bit of gel, boom, and I'm out. There, Andrew. I put a link to my gumbo short in the chat, so you can use that and follow it and learn how and make gumbo. It's a perfect recipe.
You got good music on there.
Yes, I edit.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, it has a fly safe database and a regular database. Both of them updated.
But didn't
Then
somebody
I got
say
Mavic
they
3.
were?
I got this is the Mavic 3. Now I got the Mini 3 Pro to do.
Didn't
I'm gonna
somebody
check there
say
too.
they
Might have
were-
one there too.
Were they discontinuing the fly updates or no?
No.
Oh, that was for the logs. Never mind. They were discontinuing transferring the
cloud.
logs.
Yeah, and that now the good news is when you got the RC Pro, you can put air data on here and tell it to sync files, and automatically does it. So it'll sync it to my air data. So that I don't have to worry about. But when I do the Avadas, I got to sync it through the goggles, I got to sync it through the goggles to the phone, and take the phone and go through iTunes to the computer, upload it to the computer, and then download it to the computer, and upload it to the what you call it.
Are you sure
To
it's
do all
not
that
the thingy bob?
You could set it up, download on your phone, download the video to your phone, upload phone straight to NAS.
No, it's not the video I'm worried about. It's the what you call it. It's the flight file.
Oh, the flight log.
Yeah, the
That
flight
tells you
log,
your,
gotta have a file.
yeah, the one
Hey.
that tells you what your stick
That's
does
done.
and that.
Stop.
Don Dusty is now saying yum.
I saw.
Oh,
I think Paul might be interested as well. Make gumbo.
yeah.
Don takes way too long making food. I should use more off the shelf stuff.
I see a Mavic.
This is the second best drone ever. The Air 2S.
Which one is the best?
The Avata 2.
Ooh.
That's without a doubt. Just
Where
ask
would-
Lance. Lance will tell you.
Where would we rank the Mavic 2 Zoom?
Old.
Because I haven't seen many drones with the zoom lens since. Are you-
To be honest, you haven't seen any drones with a zoom lens since.
Dusty says the Air 2. No S is
No.
the best.
The zoom was kind of a gimmick. Everybody got to do the Hitchcock shot for a while until that got boring,
The dolly zoom.
and then people realized, yeah. And
I did it with the Mavic 3 once.
yeah, and once it gets boring, then you realize that you're just gonna be either zooming in for your shot or going wide for your shot.
So
Mhm.
Joe, when are you supposed to get your new computer items?
Monday.
Ah,
If it's coming by postal service, add another 2 days.
No, it's coming UPS. Actually the drive's supposed to be here Saturday or Saturday. But the what you call is not.
The thingamabob.
the
The
witchamajig.
case. Case won't
The
be till
UJ
Monday.
Or the better one, the UJAR whatchamacallit.
The Mark, whatchamacallit?
UJAR whatchamacallit.
You see, look, we got an update on the Air 2S too.
Oh,
Check your updates, Paul.
There's an update on the Air 2S?
I think the
Yep.
2S was last week, maybe even the week before.
Every drone I have has an update.
Yeah.
Boy, that suck.
hey. Dusty,
Yeah, I'm wondering whether I should turn my Mavic Pro Platinum on and just check that one as well. And the mini one.
It's the database update, but it's working with every drone.
Oh yeah,
And then
that'll
after
be
you do the
Yeah.
database, it tells you the other one needs an update.
Screens that I completed. It will have drones, holograms, and it will only be here for 3 months.
well on the other ones. You'll have to update the DJI app on your phone as well.
Now,
In fact,
Joe, when I
the Mini 3
update, I can do it just with these 2 units.
Yeah.
the Mini 3 Pro has an update on the RC as well with the DJI app.
Waypoint, any update as how long they'll take to get your Air 2 back? A2S. Mr. Lockwood.
What's up, Ron?
Hey,
Ron.
I heard there was a big explosion up your way
there was.
at Yellowstone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty big.
What happened at Yellowstone?
One of the thermal pools exploded.
Yeah,
Ooh,
a geyser
getting
spat
close to that
mud
earthquake,
and
huh?
magma and all sorts out of it.
Getting close to that eruption.
Yeah.
Hi, Steve.
I've been to that
So
one
that's-
that erupted.
So I might not have to worry about all that money I spent today, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you could have gone out tomorrow and bought a nice steak.
Or my
I'm gonna
fam-
eat some more of that jambalaya.
Hey, Joe, would it say system update?
It told me it had a fly safe database update.
Mm.
Steve Carpenter, what's up?
Because
Well, I think
here's my choices, and right down here it says system update.
And mine don't look like that.
he's
I
using
went
the
into
old.
the aircraft, into the about, and then I
Or-
looked for update.
Yeah, but he's using the old controller.
Yeah, I don't know what that one does.
Were you at Yellowstone when that happened, Ron? Or
No.
Ah.
It's not far from me though. Couple hours.
was there any aftershocks?
No,
was
it
an
said it was just more boiling
An
water,
earthquake.
but it just got so hot that it had to escape, and it took a lot of ground with it. But there's a lot of black
Yeah, it was just dirt.
volcanic ash came up.
Hey, it says, it comes up and says, check for updates, and when I hit it, it's current version details.
Detail.
That should show you what version you are running now.
Latest version now, it says, see it?
Well, there
Does
you
it
go.
say does it say update? If it says update, push update.
I'm good to go.
Don, what are you doing?
What?
I see your thumb.
How you doing, Ron?
Good.
There, is that better?
Did you get all your
I
construction
wasn't
done
sure
around?
what
the
you
house?
were
It's out
doing.
of focus.
Yeah,
Can't see the fingerprint.
started a new project,
Ah,
and then I just came from a guy up the road that has some beautiful log slabs. I'm going to build a table for the bear room, a two-tiered table, and out of logs and slabs. I have
There. Is that
3-inch
Nope.
logs.
Still
I
out
see
of
it now.
focus.
I see you now, Don.
I see.
is the herd still around or no?
Yeah, a couple of the big bucks showed up today. They're damn near Oliver size.
Wow.
Yeah, but and then I've got one that
Donald's giving everybody the finger. See that?
I noticed.
shame TJ still isn't here. This would be perfect for him.
I think Don's bought. Yeah, it's a face.
Yeah,
That
Jim,
would
it
be
is a
like
thumbs eye
Don.
view.
When he flips somebody off, it has a face on it, you know?
It's my thumb.
Oh,
I'm not flipping anybody off. That'd be rude.
I thought you were adjusting something. Your thumb just ended up being the camera.
I was. And you complained, so I fixed it. I was doing a search. I'm looking for ideas.
Well,
Is this
the
going to
thumb is the main character. I'm pretty sure that's been done actually in the past.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yep.
No, not Bob Odenkirk. Bob, isn't he Odenkirk? Isn't he the guy who was on
I
Breaking
thought it was
Bad?
Bob Odenkirk.
No, if it was another Odenkirk, but he's a comedian and he did Thumb Wars and
Mm,
he did
I thought it
he
was
did a bunch
Bob.
of. Mm-mm.
Was it Jim Mordecai? No?
I want to say Steve.
I
Yeah,
want to say
Steve.
Dave,
No, Steve sounds
Frank,
He's the
closer.
same guy that did Kung
Albert.
Pao Enter the Fist. And I did a kind of inspired by it years ago. I did a commercial for a toy that was basically a glorified rubber band. It had a little loop on one end and it was made out of like surgical tubing type stretchy material and it had a big knob on the other end. And they called it a flying belly button because it looked like an umbilical cord. But you put your thumb in the hole, grab the knob, and you would fling it. And you could fling it, probably 30, 40 yards and play catch with it. And I did a commercial for it. But since you put your thumb in it, I did a commercial where it was just my thumb jumping up and talking and tracked my face onto it.
Mm.
It zooms, it soars, it's the flying belly button.
Play catch. I can guess that knocked a few teeth out.
Well, no, it was soft.
Maybe.
It was made out of rubber, so it wasn't going to knock teeth out.
But if it hit you in the eye, it might sting.
It could, but so could a frisbee.
True.
But
Anything. Believe me, a potato hurts.
So how are things way up there, Ron?
Hot,
What?
very hot. It was 107 today.
Whoa.
dang.
I never expected it to be 107 up there.
That's too hot for me.
Oh yeah, so our summers we get some hot days.
Hell, if we had our temperature today to our temperature tomorrow, we might just about get to that.
Ron, have you been riding your motorcycle at all?
Twice all year. That's
Wow.
it.
Is it
Yeah.
too hot? Is 108 too hot to ride a motorcycle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Or
did
would
that
you-
once down in
It's too
California.
hot if you want to ride it
Or-
safely and wear all your leathers.
Or would you
Yeah.
burn your butt just sitting on it?
Yeah, it's
It'll come-
you get the heat from the engine, the heat from the asphalt. It's just it's not fun.
100 degrees is too hot to ride the dune buggy, and the engine's behind me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but it doesn't go fast enough for the wind to blow the heat away.
Well, no, it doesn't blow the heat away. It blows the heat across you, and you don't feel the heat, and so you just cook yourself.
Yeah.
It blows Don's hair back.
It does. My hair. I went for a ride earlier today, and my hair has been jacked up ever since. Man, I it embarrasses me that my hair is all messed up. This 54-year-old head of hair here. I'm ashamed that it's so messy. Look at that.
But think about it. You got a good set of hair, Don.
That's what I was kind of making the joke about.
Yeah. I mean, hell, at 40, I had hardly any.
My uncle's been half bald, at least half bald since high school.
Which half?
He's got that little bit along the backside of his head. That's about it.
Yeah, most of us have got that still.
Been like that since high school.
The other
It'd
thing
be
I've
weird to
noticed
lose it
as
the
I
other way,
got
wouldn't it?
older is that you get a lot of hair growing out of your ears.
Yep.
Okay.
And the bushy eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
In
it.
fact,
It disappears
I might
out.
be ready for
It disappears out the top of your head and comes out your ears and your nostrils.
Oh yeah. Hair in your nose too. Yeah.
and around my nipples, it sticks out about 3 inches, just straight out.
Thank you for sharing.
didn't
Well,
really need
you
to know that one.
could actually, if you could tune it, you could strum it, you know?
You don't even have to tune it if you want to strum it. You got to tune it if you want somebody else to strum it.
Yep, another new firmware update, fixed minor bugs. Everything's updated.
Well, you're just that kind of guy, Joe.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, out of date.
I just updated this a couple of days ago. You know what that's telling me? Telling me I got too many drones.
Well, you can send some of them up here if you need to get rid of them.
I got that guy. I'm wondering. I haven't heard anything. The guy bought the goggles from me. I shipped them. I've shipped them insured, tracking on Saturday. They didn't start tracking until Tuesday. They said they were still in New Orleans Tuesday. It took them 2 days to leave New Orleans. and it's priority. It was priority. I paid $19 to ship that thing, and it is going from here to Florida, and he's supposed to get it today. It's really aggravating me that you're paying the money and it's not getting done.
Well, if you complain, they'll say you ought to see what happens when it is a priority.
Yeah. They gave me a hard time with the check I sent to my son, and I had it tracking. It never did track. It tracked when they delivered it. Stop. It didn't start tracking till it got to his house. It took three weeks. If he got it. Yeah, it says delivered. He got it today.
Hey, Mark, I always wondered, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Because all I can ever see is your one eyeball.
Yeah, that's me looking through my magnifying glass to read the chat on my phone.
Oh, okay.
So Paul went to the hospital yesterday. High blood pressure.
Well,
all he was doing was eating potato salad, baked beans, and drinking Diet Pepsi.
There you go.
And he was out flying.
Oh,
weirdly
don't forget
enough,
my Boston creams.
Yeah, Boston creams.
Weirdly enough, he had a high diastolic and a low systolic at first, and then it went high both ways.
I asked him, he said he was lightheaded and all that. I said, well, did you drink any water? Because you sound like you might have been out and got dehydrated a little bit, which will give you that kind of dizziness. Yeah, I drank liquid Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised how a lot of worse. You don't take care of yourself.
My high was 189 over 101.
It's not a video game.
That's going to start contributing to your heart, to your kidneys, and.
Well, when I went to the hospital, they gave me all kinds of tests, and they sent me home and says, "No problem." Couldn't find anything.
They said they sent him home because he said
They
you
said,
can't find anything. I
you
want to
are
get out of here.
perfect. Don't listen to Joe. You're perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they sent him
Well, we
home
got-
because he said he's
We got a
Boston.
patient refused.
Yeah,
They sent him
Call
home.
medical
They sent him
control.
home because his ice cream was melting and his Boston creams were going stale.
Yeah. Yeah, patients refusing treatment, call medical control, let them know.
Here's the
Get a
latest
clearance.
report they sent me home with. All these pages. The hospital, all the printouts.
What they say?
You
Drink
might-
water, stop eating shit.
Well, they said no. They said to keep eating what you're eating.
You must have paid that doctor.
It says referrals made oxygen therapy 94%.
Well,
CT
that's a little-
head without contrast scheduled. The
That's a
24th
little bit low.
requested. So that's what they did. They did a CT head scan. They did a
Blood
full
type,
body scan before.
Did a what?
Blood Boston cream.
They did a full body scan the other day. The last time I was in.
Full
I was
body
in there.
scan?
I was in there like 2 or 3 days ago too.
Yeah, because he took 6 Ducalax.
Yep.
Oh, great.
And
And
I
he
was,
was having
full
problems.
body-
I was bleeding rectally.
Well, yeah, no shit.
They did a full body scan on him. They said it the first time the machine ever wrinkled its nose.
Hey, Ron, I already gave it to him. I said, how many? You took how many? 6? Yeah, that's why. That answers the question. Explains a lot.
I don't understand half of this shit they got on here.
What it's saying,
Yeah.
Paul, it says one thing. Eat 1 Boston cream a day, drink 3 glasses of water, eat your vegetables.
Well, you know what I do with the vegetables when I get them, they go down the garbage disposal.
I
Yeah,
would say maybe Boston cream a month.
they couldn't find. They what's it? They did a blood test and they couldn't find any blood in his Pepsi.
Well,
My blood file results, I don't understand this. Maybe you do. It says pro time 11.4 seconds. And INR is 1.06.
okay. What is-
Narrative clinical situation INR target?
Is there a
Yeah, man,
hemoglobin and hematocrit on there?
Huh?
Is there a blood test that says hemoglobin and hematocrit?
Hemoglobin, yep, 13.7.
Okay,
Hematocrit, 39.7.
okay. It's a little tiny bit low, but not bad.
That's the red blood cell, isn't it?
So sodium level 141,
That's normal.
potassium 3.5,
That's normal.
fluoride 105,
That's normal.
CO2 28.2,
A little low.
BUN is 13.0,
Mm.
creatinine is 1.07,
Yeah.
glucose 123 mg/dl.
That's it? With all the shit you eat?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that's
Calcium is
like
8
low.
8.8.
Yeah.
Calcium 8.4,
I figured he'd be at about 250.
AST
I heard
is
about
10,
850.
Yeah.
ALT is 10, alkaline phosphatase 77, total protein is 6.4, albumin
Albumin.
3.5.
Hey, Dominic, what was Alexa's the other day? You remember? Her
No,
blood sugar. Was it in the 400s?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Your
It
blood
says,
sugar?
30.
Yeah, her
No,
blood
I
sugar.
remember. I
Oh,
remember
that's-
we were talking about metric
Yeah.
versus imperial and the way they measured it. Yeah.
Yeah,
90
she was
plus
going to get her
kidney
eyes
function.
done, and they wouldn't do it because her blood sugar
Yeah, they
was in the
prepped
400.
her for her cataracts and then took her blood sugar after they prepped her instead of doing it the other way around.
Paul, are you a diabetic or?
Well, yeah, but not treated. I just the doctor said that my diabetes was down low enough so I didn't need to take any medication.
But just to say, if he's got a blood sugar level that low,
So what you're telling me?
That's it much.
So what you're telling me? You're not a diabetic officially, so you're making sure you're going to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I either want to go one way or the other, you know.
Guys, think about how healthy he'd be if he ate better.
Well, that's a lifetime experience.
Ugh. Well, those numbers aren't too bad, Paul, but the way you take care of yourself, they're only going to get worse.
I take good care of myself. Yeah.
You do.
Yep. That's what Joe tells me. You're right on track, Paul. You're right on track.
Yeah, I said that.
And you know, you got to have a good friend like Joe and you listen to him. You know what I mean?
Mm. Well,
sounds like it's time for PEC. Haitian is trying to harm himself. Lock him up.
Joe, I had one the other day. It was interesting. Guy called us. Didn't sound like much. We get to his apartment. He meets us at the door. Says he hasn't been feeling good for a couple days. He passed out last night. His eyes hurt. All right. So I said, "You want to go to the hospital?" Yeah. I said, "All right." I said, "Well, I got the ambulance pulled right up to the curbside, 15 feet out the door. Can you walk out?" So he did. Put him in the ambulance, checked him from head to toe. Really didn't find anything. Blood sugar was good. Blood pressure was good. EKG was good. Heart rate, lungs were clear. Couldn't find anything wrong. But I'm still going to take him in. So get him into the ER. We just come through the doors. And my partner was up at the head of the stretcher. We had the cardiac monitor up there. And I don't know if you're familiar with torsades.
No.
Torsades is a very peculiar form of ventricular fibrillation, or VFib. In other words, your heart stops and it's just fibrillating.
Yeah.
And he was running. He would go from a normal sinus rhythm to the torsades.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's one drug that you treat that with. And he had a pulso. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Holy shit, sir, are you okay?" "Yeah, I don't feel good." "Well, then stop doing what you're doing." So we rushed him into this room. And the doctor said to him, after a couple minutes of being in there with him, we stayed in the ER and helped him get him all set up. The doc says, "Well, sir, how are you feeling right now?" And he says, "You know what? I feel like I'm going somewhere that I don't want to go." I'm like, "Oh shit, come back, come back."
Yeah, that's like yeah, that's not good.
I just felt, I'd never heard somebody say it that way.
I've never heard that either.
And he's ready to check out.
Yeah, it sounds like he's not ready to check out. But that's basically what he was saying.
Yeah, feel like I'm going
I feel like
somewhere.
I'm being pulled somewhere, but I don't want to go with him.
Yeah.
God darn it. Yeah, that's bad.
I don't know what my A1C is. Where would I find that?
At the hospital.
That- Well, that's your blood count, your blood sugar level. But
Let me
it's
look
your
and
blood,
see if
it's
it's on
blood
this
sugar
report.
level averaged over the last 3 months usually.
Yeah, they may not have taken it because they may not have taken it.
And it's
Usually
usually
they do that. They
it
schedule
might
you for it.
but it's put under HbA1c rather than A1c.
I'm supposed to get mine done. I keep forgetting to go schedule it.
Yeah, I've got to make an appointment for my bloods to be done.
My blood
Yeah.
my blood pressure at the hospital is on the front page. It's 145/67.
You said they put it on the front page of the newspaper. God darn it, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I'm going to say something to you, and if you get mad, I'm not being malicious or mean or whatever, but it's just because I've been through something recently. But like I said, Paul, you've always been good to me. You've been nice to me, and I enjoy coming on your channel. I just wish you would take better care of yourself. You have what we call in the medical field, Joe can confirm this, that it's that failure to thrive. You seem like you don't care anymore. And I compare you to my friend Don, who's no longer with us. Don tried everything in the world to stay alive and he couldn't, but I just wish there was something we could do, Paul, to turn yourself around, but you got to make your own decisions,
Yeah.
if you keep treating yourself like you do, eating all the sweets and not drinking water, not watching your blood pressure, you're whittling yourself away. If that's what you want to do, we can't stop you. But like I said, you've been a friend, you've been good to me, but I hate to see you do this to yourself.
What I don't see A1C anywhere listed on here.
Well, you have to ask for that.
Yeah, that's not going to be a test they did.
My last HbA1c was 7.2, which probably means not a lot to you.
Getting awfully dark outside. We're going to get a thunderstorm.
About to say it shouldn't be getting dark by you unless it's going to rain.
Yeah. Daily thunderstorms are very common here.
Yeah, we're getting those in the afternoons now.
I don't know why, but these dumbasses in Gillette, Wyoming, which is only less than only an hour from Sturgis, but they decided to have a thing called Camporee, and people would come in their campers and camp out for the week. It's the same fucking week as Sturgis.
Oh, Lord, Elmer.
So let's add, they estimated somewhere between 60 and 70,000 just for the Camporee. And then on top of the, how many, couple 100,000 at Sturgis, they blocked off for like 10 days. None of us are allowed to take a day off or request any vacation or anything. They expect it to go batshit crazy.
So you don't, you aren't able to go to Sturgis then?
Well, on my scheduled day off, but nobody can request vacation though.
Oh, additional, okay.
Yeah,
I thought maybe they canceled everybody's day off.
yeah.
Oh, you've been at it. Here you go.
I don't know. Last year at Sturgis was pretty boring.
Is Sturgis getting to be old hat?
It is. When you live out here, I guess, you know.
There isn't that many people that haven't been there before, and you know, it's like kind of over and over and over again.
Some people, the repeat people that come, they might come every 3, 4, 5 years, you know. But
Been there, done that, right?
yeah, bought the T-shirt. Yeah,
That's how Mardi Gras has been the last couple of years for me.
really.
I get out there and by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm sitting there daydreaming.
Yeah. The only time I ever saw it really batshit crazy was it would be 7 years ago, because this will be the 82nd anniversary. The 75th anniversary was absolutely nuts. It was scary to ride a bike. The two exits for Sturgis coming from west to east and then coming from east to west, they were backed up minimum at least 3 miles each direction. And then they cut off where they would only let so many people in town. It was unbelievable. I've never seen that many people. But the year after, not a problem. You could drive in through town in 10 minutes. Yeah. But the big anniversaries, though, they thought the 81st was going to be a big to do because that's the Hell's Angels number. But it wasn't.
Won't finish.
Joe, you and Johnny doing some flying?
We flew the other day. Flew Sunday, actually.
You guys live pretty close to each other, don't you?
About 20 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out by, yeah, boy, that pissed me off. We went out to Man Shack and we left early Sunday morning, right? And Johnny says to me, "What time the trains come through?" I said, "Usually around 1 o'clock." But we were going out early. So I get out there, and as I pull up, the train bridge is down. It's not up. So I get out the car, get up to him. I said, "Train bridge is down. Train has got to be coming." Because they put it right back up because of the boats. And we're sitting there. I put the case on the thing, and I hear, I went, "You kidding me?" Like this. Johnny's rushing to get. I can't. There's no way I'm getting mine up. He gets his up in the air, and this was a Canadian National tanker train, freight train. I guarantee 100 cars. It had 3 engines in the front, and they passed it. I heard this. I looked up. It was about 3 minutes behind me. That's what it was. If I would have known that, I would have had it drawn out by then. Because I wanted to do a hyperlapse of, you know, get the train coming through on a hyperlapse like that. Especially that big train would have been nice.
Yeah.
But I looked at it and I could see it, and I'm looking 600 yards to where the bridge is at, and I could see the train as it's coming through. And Johnny's rushing to get up there, and I'm saying, "Still coming, Johnny. Still coming. It's still coming," like this. And I'm looking at it. I'm saying, "It's got to be 100 cars." And then I said, "You got 2 engines on the back." And he goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I can see 2 engines on the back." There were 3 in the front and 2 on the back. And I guarantee you, it took 5 minutes to pass us.
I was gonna say, Ron, yeah, you get out in the woods quite often, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been accosted by a band of raccoons? Joe has.
I have.
Oh yeah.
Sunset Point. They come up to me and one of them grabbed me by my pants leg and I kicked him off. And he raced back up there, hissed at me, grabbed me again. I slapped him with my fishing pole. Then he got mad. And when he got mad, I wound up climbing in the back of the car and closing the car.
Didn't you say his buddy showed up the next time?
Oh yeah, no, his buddy was there. His buddy came over. He went and got his buddy. What are you talking about? He went and got him, and they both came out. So that's when I called the police, and the police came out and said, "Yeah, we want to shoot him, but wildlife and fisheries won't let us. They want to come out there and get rid of him." And then I went out there like a couple of weeks ago, and there were 7 of them out there.
Really? Normally,
Yeah,
they
it's
say
just
raccoons
people
are
are
out.
feeding them.
They're that's not good. 'Cause they're
Well,
usually
people are
out.
feeding them. It's in the middle of the daytime, and they're going through all the trash out there, you know. And then he said, "Well, that's not your big problem." One of the cops on there, he said, "Because I saw him the other day when I went out." I said, "What are y'all gonna do about this?" He says, "I work at night. I want to come out here with my 22 and take them out, but they won't let me." And he said, "But that's not the big problem." I said, "What's the big problem?" He said, "The coyotes that are living in the woods back here."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, why aren't the coyotes taking care of the raccoons?" Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, so
Well,
I
that
haven't
was
gone
the
to
funniest
Sunset Point
story
to
in the
fly.
world. Ron was doing when he was describing. He was chased out of somewhere fishing by raccoons.
I wasn't fishing. I was getting ready to fly the drone. I just reached over, grabbed my fishing pole out the car, and slapped them with it to keep them away from it. I tell you what, I come close to shooting it.
Should have. They're considered varmints here. Red fox, coyotes, raccoons, and skunks. We can shoot them on sight.
Yeah, we can't. I was in the middle of Mandeville. That wouldn't have gone over well.
Yeah. And then if a mountain lion comes on your property, especially if you have kids, you can shoot it on sight.
That's
Really?
a nuisance.
Yep. I've had them on
Where
my
was
property.
it?
I
Where
haven't
was
seen
it the
them.
one time that you took somebody up and they were up you were up on a hill or whatever, and there was a burrow or something there.
Yeah, that was that girl. Yeah. Oh God. I got the pictures somewhere. Where's my phone? Somewhere. Yeah, I had was out on the 4-wheeler one day and I figured I'd go out and do some shed hunting. It was in the spring, looking for antler sheds. And I wasn't 2 minutes off the 4-wheeler and I found all this deer hair on a log. I'm like, like that's odd. And I looked a little about 5 feet in front. There's some more. And kept walking. There's some more. So I kept following this trail of deer hair. I got to the top of the hill. I'm like, oh shit, there's the rest of the deer and about 4 others. And then there was a little crevice in the rocks. I'm like, oh shit, that's probably where he lives. It was a lion. So I put a trail camera out, and I hadn't checked it in about a week. I take this girl out. This is our second date. And we went out on the 4-wheeler. We went out and had a nice dinner at this little country bar restaurant. It was kind of cool. We sat out this lake and was sitting there just watching the sun go down. And so we're on our way back. And I said, hey, this will take me 2 minutes. Do you mind if I stop and go up and check my trail camera and exchange the SD card? She goes, oh, I want to go with you. I'm like, well, it's only 2 minutes. I want to go with you. Okay. So she walks up in the woods with me. And we got just up to the camera. And all of a sudden I heard this noise. And it wasn't a growl, but it was almost like a scream. And she freaked out. and went to take off. And I said, "You stop." And she goes, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm armed and you're not." "Oh, good idea." So she goes, "What the hell is that?" And I said, "There's a lion right on the top of this ledge." We couldn't see him, but we knew he was there. But yeah, she like clung on to me like glue. I'm like, "Oh, this is not a
Mountain
bad
lion,
thing."
right?
Yeah. Like, maybe this is working in my favor.
So
here.
Ron's going, thanks, Lion.
Yeah, thanks, Lion. Yeah, snarl at us next time I bring you up here. Bring her up here. Yeah, I put the camera out, left it there. We figured we better get out of there. And I come back a couple days later, and sure enough, I got pictures of them. But yeah, good thing, Mark. Yeah, it's like, yeah, thanks, Lion. Appreciate you, buddy.
I'm gonna head out, so I'll see you guys later.
Later,
You're ready to-
Dominic.
Okay, see you later, Dominic.
Wrap that whip.
Bye-bye.
Wrap that whip on them girls.
Yeah,
Well, that's right. Today it's day shift. It's daytime for you now, Dominic.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually.
You
I'll
got a
see you.
different set of girls going out. You got to check on.
Yeah, Dominic
Yeah.
runs women. You know that?
Oh, how's your buddy Dominic? What's her name?
Nah, she's not doing too well at the moment.
Oh,
Addy?
Yeah, she's not doing too well.
no,
Oh, dear.
that.
So she's about to be replaced.
Oh,
No, don't replace it.
No worries. I'll tell her that you said hello and
Okay,
give
Dominic.
some
Tell her we
wishes
said
to
hello.
her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
I think she kept Dominic in his place.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and his place was behind the wheel of the car.
shit. Yeah, I'm gonna stay inside the rest of the night. It's still about 100 degrees outside.
Really?
Yeah. Getting dark though, quick. I keep my blinds down, and I have a fan going, and I have the air conditioner. That fan really helps to circulate the air. It actually stays pretty cool in here, as long as the air conditioner's working.
Well, it's 72 degrees here, Ron, but humidity is high.
Yeah, you're around all that water.
Yep.
Yeah. See, we don't get really hardly any humidity here.
Yep.
Donald's mesmerized by something.
I'm looking up ideas on. I'm putting a USB port on the buggy for charging my phone and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And there was an ashtray in it from the old Volkswagen that they put in there. And I'd taken it out and I had gotten rid of the ashtray but kept the bezel. Go back in. I was going to put it in. I misplaced it somewhere. And so now I'm just looking up ideas. I'm going to have to just build something. So I'm looking around for ideas. But it's like,
Be the
I know
last
I
place
had,
to look.
I saved bezel for a reason. I have no idea where it went. So that's okay. I'll build something.
I thought you left it in the ashtray.
I left it in the ashtray.
I hope
What?
not. I threw the inside part of the ashtray away today because I have it. It's downstairs. I had the wrong piece. It's downstairs.
Well, you can tell it's nice weather. Look at the people riding on this ferry. That's a you pay to go for a ride, like an hour ride or whatever.
Yep.
I think it's 20 or 25 bucks a head.
Oh, is there still that one boat that, what was that? It was like several $1,000s to, what's that one boat that goes by you?
Oh, there's 3 or 4 of them now.
Oh yeah, the river cruises.
Yeah, the lake cruises. You got the.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember which one is around right now. The Viking Cruise Lines is Viking Polaris is heading for Alpena, which is on the east side up northern Michigan, just above the thumb. And then once it leaves there, it'll be there for like 2 days, and it'll come by here and head for Detroit.
Yeah, the Viking Cruise Line are the ones that do all the river cruises in Europe as well.
Pearl Mist is the other one, Ron. It's a little bit smaller one, but the Viking Cruise Line, those are some big ass ships.
Oh, here they are. Here's that picture from the trail camera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I want to pet that geek.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it looks like he's eating well.
Yeah, I caught him going the other direction. Yeah, but he's a big kitty.
Well, you know what path to stay off of?
My that wedding I shot a couple weeks ago of my coworker. I may have already shared this with you guys, but I sent this picture to my supervisor. So here's your 2 prize paramedics on. We have A, B, C, and D shift. I said, here's your 2 prize medics from A shift. It was me and Lisa smoking cigars. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Ooh. Couple weeks, guys, heading back to Alaska. Can't wait.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Going up to do a little fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Do a lot of fishing, actually.
What date are you going up then?
I'd head down to Denver on the 24th. Actually, literally like 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 weeks. Yeah.
Then I fly out. I'm actually up in Alaska about 3 days by myself. And then the rest of the guys will get there. And because I like to go out and explore, and I'll go out and fish the river for a couple days by myself, and I'll search for bears and do a little photography, fly the drone. And then the rest of the guys get there, and then the outfitter picks us up the day after they get there in the morning. And it's like a 2-hour boat ride down to, I forget how many miles it is. The southern part of Prince of Wales Island. We get down there, there's no cell service. That's the thing that kind of spooks you out when you're out of cell service for an entire week. And then come back into cell service, like, how many texts and phone calls I missed. And,
oh, yeah.
Is that expensive cruise, Paul?
Huh?
Is that expensive cruise ship?
Viking Actantus. $7,000 a head.
No shit.
Have they not got internet there either?
Who?
Where Ron's going. You said there's no cell service, but is there any internet either? No.
That's quite a ship.
$7,000. God. And what is it, like a couple hour trip?
Oh, no, it's like a 4 or
Week
5 day
ago, isn't it?
cruise. And you
Oh, a
get
4 or
fed
5
and everything
day.
else. And
Okay, I thought it was like a 1 day thing.
no. This is from down in the Caribbean. They come up here in the summertime.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. But isn't there that one that does just like a 1 day trip that was several $1,000s?
Might be on the other side of the state, but not there it is going down river.
I'm gonna try to get Johnny to go flying tomorrow. See what he's doing.
Quite a ship.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna go get some work done on. Got to work on Lisa's
Yeah, I
wedding.
think everybody's about had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
go.
you behave yourself now.
Oh, no, not gonna.
Joe's spending all his big money on computer parts.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta get it back up. I'm running out of space. So I'm getting a NAS system.
Well, guys, have a good night.
Okay, everybody.
Have a
Hey,
good one,
thanks for
Ron.
being here. We'll see all of you maybe tomorrow. I don't know about you, Ron, but we're on twice a day
Yep.
unless I'm in the hospital.
Yeah.
But as long as I follow Joe's suggestions about what to eat and how to behave, I'm gonna be fine.
Here we go.
If you get in the hospital, find a hot nurse. If she has a friend, give me a call.
Well,
Okay.
he had a
will
rectal.
do.
He had a rectal exam last week, and I said, "What'd she look like?" He said, "No, it was a guy." I said, "No, you're supposed to say it's a girl."
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks.
See y'all.
We'll see you all later.